and just goes about her business. And then you really start to take a look at her career, and you're like, oh my goodness, like she was one hell of a player, as we heard in the sound. Amanda Kessel also said she's one of the best ever, and Kyle Dubas said Amanda being on the staff here has really been great for educating everyone on how great of a player she was. So Saggy, I was hoping I could maybe go through some of her stats so people can get an idea. So she's from Minnesota, played 2 seasons at Brooklyn Park High School since they didn't have a girls team her freshman, sophomore years. She scored 219 goals in those 2 years, 165 points her senior year alone. So she was the first player in U.S. history, boy or girl, to score more than 100 goals in a single season. She did that twice, and she keeps holding the record for the all-time leading scorer in women's high school hockey. So then she went to Minnesota, captained the Gophers to back-to-back NCAA championships. She won the Patty Kazmaier Award as the top women's college hockey player. She had 106 goals and 237 points in 3 seasons there. So, I mean, the numbers are just crazy.
So in the women's hockey world, she'd be like a generational player.
Absolutely, yes. She absolutely was for her generation, and she's actually going to the Hall of Fame with Natalie Darwitz, who another incredible player from that same generation. So that's definitely awesome. So they played together for the United States. Chrissy represented the U.S. at 6 World Championships. She won 5 silver medals and 1 gold, and went to 2 Olympic Games. So she got silver in 2002 and bronze in 2006. And then she had, it seems like her stats are pretty similar wherever she was. She had 106 goals and 247 points in 147 games with the U.S. national women's team. So, you just have to shake your head looking at those numbers, because, I mean, that's at the highest levels of women's hockey that she was able to put those up. And, as someone who played, with, players of that ilk, I can't even wrap my head around those accomplishments, because it's incredible.
And the thing is, if you see the footage of her, you see why she put those numbers up.
Yeah.
Because she makes spectacular plays. She has unbelievable hands.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. And she has great hockey IQ, great hockey sense. And Mike Sullivan was saying that this morning. He was like, we haven't had obviously a ton of conversations because, our paths don't really cross all that much. But when they do, he said you can just see how insightful she is about the game. And I know she really loves what she's doing right now. And I feel like, what I thought was interesting and really kind of, resonated about this whole achievement, Saggy, is I asked her what she was proudest of looking back on it all. And she said she just barely made it. Like, had she been 4 or 5 years older, she wouldn't have had any of these opportunities, not just to be able to go in the Hall of Fame, but just to play hockey in general and continue to play it. So I think, it definitely makes you appreciate how far women's hockey has come and how, it keeps growing, and hopefully it just keeps on, staying on the upswing, Stag.
Fabulous. Great stuff. And I know it means a lot to you. And the other people being inducted, by the way, tonight, Pavel Datsyuk, Jeremy Roenick, Shea Weber, Colin Campbell, another former Penguin, David Poyle, and, as you said, Natalie Darwitz. So, great class of 24 tonight being inducted up there at the Hockey Hall of Fame. Thanks, Michelle.
It really is. Thanks for having me, Stag.
All right, that's Michelle Crecchiolo of Penn's Inside Scoop, a hockey player in her own right. She knows the game. We'll be back with more in a moment on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
When you're looking to play, Bet Rivers will make your day.
Take a chance, you'll see.
You like slots, we've got lots. Blackjack, roulette, take your shot.
It's where you want to be.
Bet Rivers Online Casino is your home for chance, with hundreds of slots, live table games, and more. Bet Rivers Online Casino. Check out the app.
Take a chance.
Must be 21 plus and physically present in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint and taunting the other team in the kindest way. For standing on your seat when I need the support and screaming until your throat hurts because you know it makes a difference. For wearing my number. For being the best teammates a player could ask for. At Highmark, we're proud to be cheering alongside the best teammates. Fans like you. Because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Official health plan of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Join us at PPG Paints Arena on Saturday, November 16th for Grateful Dead Night when the Penguins battle the San Jose Sharks.
Carlson high slot to Malkin, a drive. Loose puck in front, they score!
It's Grateful Dead Night at PPG Paints Arena featuring live music from Pittsburgh jam band The Cause on Saturday, November 16th. Secure your tickets today at www.pittsburghpenguins.com/promotions. Penguin season presented by UPMC.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are brought to you by our founding partners, PPG, official paint of the Penguins. Puck drop is around the corner, but first we go between the pipes. Sponsored by PPG, the official paint of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Rose Yambrovich of Bethel Park has a chance to win a $250 gift card. Shop and save in our Shop and Save shutout sweepstakes. If the Penguins get a shutout tonight from Joel Blomqvist, Rose will get the $250 gift card. If not, Rose already has a $25 gift card just for playing. So, Rose, good luck tonight. If you'd like to register for the Shop and Save shutout sweepstakes, log on to PittsburghPenguins.com. And Blomqvist will be in the net. He's 3-4 with a 3.25 goals against. His save percentage is .913. Tristan Jarry's is .836, and Alex Nedeljkovic is .883. Just to give you an idea of how much better Blomqvist has been in terms of being able to deal with those many scoring opportunities that teams have been getting against him. He had a great game the other night in Washington, so he's getting another start tonight, and that's how they're going to do it. If you win, you're in, I think would be the way we would put it. But it's a 3-goalie system right now for the Penguins. Jake Ottinger goes for the Stars. He's 6-3 with a 2.6 goals against average and a .910 save percentage. Back checking the Pens is next on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are brought to you by our founding partners, your neighborhood Ford store. Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs are the official vehicles of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Hey, it's Hockey Talk time, where teamwork takes the spotlight. In hockey, success begins with a superb lineup, much like our Penguins.
Oh, you got that right, Roger. And speaking of success, Ford's lineup offers a winning combination of power, agility, and leadership.
Ooh, sounds like a dream team to me, Jimmy. With that being said, it's our pleasure to introduce an unbeatable roster: Mustang, F-150, Bronco Sport, and Escape.
Ford, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
FNB is the official retail and digital bank of the Pittsburgh Penguins. So what does that mean? Well, it means you can expect great checking, obviously, and top caliber performance at home and on the road with the best-in-class FNB Direct mobile banking app. It means hard work and a winning attitude, day in, day out. And it means we're always looking for a chance to assist on your goals. Let's get started. FNB, member FDIC.
From the electricity in PPG Paints Arena to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Penguins hockey. Be there live to cheer them on as the official ticketing partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats for any budget. Get off the couch and into the stands. Grab your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Penguins.
Attention Penguins fans, are you ready to make a difference? Join the sustainability movement with Indra Energy, a proud partner of the Penguins Pledge. Choose Indra Energy's renewable energy plan and join the movement to help combat climate change. Your electricity usage will be paired with renewable energy certificates from electricity sources like wind and solar, which may help reduce your carbon footprint. In 1 year alone, Indra Energy customers prevented thousands of tons of carbon from entering the Earth's atmosphere. Sign up today at indraenergy.com. Terms and conditions apply. Penguins hockey is back at PPG Paints Arena.
Crosby comes in for Pittsburgh on the backhander. He scores! There's that patented backhand shot from the captain.
Join us for this year's must-see matchups and gotta have it giveaways with a custom no-fee 5-game flex plan. Build your plan today at PittsburghPenguins.com.
Top angle shot, centering pass, they score! Drew O'Connor catches the feed from Evgeny Malkin.
Secure your custom no-fees 5-game flex plan today at PittsburghPenguins.com.
Steigerwald is getting you ready for the action on Penguins Live Pregame. This segment is brought to you by your local Pittsburgh area Lexus dealer. Experience amazing.
Back checking the Pens is brought to you by Shenderovich and Fishman. Got your back, not your wallet. Call 1-888-98-TWINS. Well, today I had a chance to talk to Mike Heika, who covers the Dallas Stars on a regular basis, worked for years in the newspaper business, but now he actually works for the Stars and covers them for their website. And I wanted to talk to him because I saw a cool video the other day of Paul Maurice, the winning coach for the Florida Panthers, and Pete DeBoer, the coach of the Dallas Stars, having coffee together in Finland when the two teams met at the Global Series last week. And you're going to hear Pete DeBoer's voice first, but after you hear Mike Heika describe what the purpose of their get-together was.
Him and Maurice go way back to when they played in juniors together in Windsor, and so they've known each other forever. They were best man at each other's weddings. Last year, I think they really thought there was a chance they were going to meet in the Stanley Cup final, and they talked about that in the coffee shop interview where basically Maurice was saying, I didn't want to play against my best friend, or coach against my best friend. And then with DeBoer saying once they lost to Edmonton, DeBoer was sending him text messages saying, this is how you beat Edmonton, this is what you do. And it was just the interesting dynamic of two best friends competing for the same trophy. It is amazing, and they've been friends for 30-something years.
Your mom used to make cinnamon buns. Remember that? Yeah. You'd bring them home from Sault Ste. Marie.
You would crush the floor. That was awesome. I'd be all excited. Thank you very much.
I went back to my room when I knew we were doing this, and I was thinking about the different roles we've had. We were teammates in Windsor. Yep. You were my captain. Then I played for you when you coached.
Oh, that's right, too. You were the captain.
Coaching job, yeah. Then you were my landlord. Which is a whole story. Then you were my roommate, groomsman, godfather to one of my kids.
And we meet in Finland.
It's funny how crossroads in your life take you certain spots. You had lost your vision, right? You went
in both eyes, yeah. Based on the way I passed.
If you quit at that point and go to school, you're not coaching now. You're not doing what you do now.
No, none of those things happen. There's no straight line, I don't think. I was completely conflicted and agonizing. There was no good result in the Dallas-Edmonton series for me last year. I wanted you to win. I couldn't mentally understand it. I wanted you. I'm cheering for you, but I don't want to play you. But I didn't want you to lose. It was a really mixed emotions, and I couldn't get a handle on it.
Yeah. And me watching you win, once we lost it, I wanted you to win so badly. I couldn't help myself. I was sending you texts. I see something. I'm sure he sees it, but, if I don't send it and he hasn't seen it, I'm not going to be able to sleep at night if he doesn't win. I'm going to. So
is he blind?
So screw it. I'm going to send it.
I share them with the coaches. For the first 3 games, we laughed and thought that was nice. And then the next 3, we're grasping at straws. So we're mapping out every text. He's got to be onto something. What a roller coaster. We spent our lifetime doing this so we could send each other identical texts.
You think about the good fortune if we don't get drafted to the Windsor Spitfires at that time. So many things broke the right way.
You're right. Go out and surround yourself with the best people you possibly can, because that's your only chance, right? Like all the technical stuff, you can learn the game, you can learn all this other stuff, but you need a group of people around you that care about you, because you have to be kind of nurtured early on, and we were that and then some.
Yeah. No, it's great advice. Great advice.
Dallas Stars coach Pete DeBoer, Florida Panthers coach Paul Maurice, and coming up, Pittsburgh Penguins coach Mike Sullivan on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Hey, it's Jeff Lewis, and I've got a big announcement. No, I didn't get canceled yet. Jeff Lewis Live is now 2 hours. That's 2 full hours of me at my best. No charity. Don't ever ask me about charity. No charity. Nothing for free. Or is it my worst? You know what I mean. I apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry. But I'm not sorry at all. It's real and it's messy. It's me, Jeff Lewis. Jeff World is a great place. I love it. As long as everybody feels good. I don't know if everybody feels good.
Jeff Lewis Live. Weekdays at 12 p.m. East on Radio Andy. Sirius XM 102.
The biggest plays.
What a save!
Hits.
Oh, hard hit.
Goals.
McDavid scores!
tuned to NHL Network Radio for the most in-depth hockey talk on the planet.
He is the GM of the Minnesota Wild.
Insiders,
the revenues and the big business,
and the best analysis on the air. The NHL on Sirius XM. Hear every team and your hometown call. NHL Network Radio, Sirius XM 91, and on demand with the Sirius XM app.
The National Women's Soccer League Championship game is coming to SiriusXM. Hey, it's World Cup winner Heather O'Reilly of SiriusXM FC. Join Jessica Charman and me for the first national radio broadcast of the NWSL Final. That's right, Heather. We'll be taking you through every thrilling moment live from Kansas City. Join us as we make history at the 2024 NWSL Final on Saturday, November 23rd at 8 Eastern. And it's on SiriusXM FC channel 157 and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
Join me, Gord Stellick, and Scott Laughlin as we recap the night that was on NHL Morning Skate, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network Radio, Sirius XM 91.
The biggest names in the game.
Trying to get behind Ristolainen, walks in, put it between his legs, shoots it, score!
NHL play-by-play on Sirius XM. Hockey lives here.
Suzuki sweeps it. There's a chance. Rebound, Caulfield shoots and scores.
NHL play-by-play on Sirius XM.
Apply.
On this segment of the UPMC Penguins Live pregame show, we hear what Penguins head coach Mike Sullivan has to say before puck drop. Sponsored by Jim Shorkey Auto Group, an official auto dealer of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Dallas Stars made it to the conference finals in the Western Conference each of the last 2 years, but came up short. They're still one of the really good teams in the NHL.
They've got good size. They can really skate. They drive a lot of offense with their blue line. I think their transition game, they're one of the better teams in the league as far as generating offense within transition off the rush. They lead the league in odd man rushes for example. They've got some pretty active mobile defensemen. So that's going to be one of our challenges tonight against a pretty balanced team and a dangerous group. This is a real good team that I think is going to present challenges a number of different ways. But in particular, I think their ability to create offense off the rush is really good, and the numbers suggest that. We're going to have to make sure we're locked in with our transition defense.
Coming up, Lizzo joins the old 2-9er. Lizzo, the hockey player, on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Pens fans, hockey is back and we're ready to get rowdy. Pick up some Labatt Blue Light, turn on the game, and get cracking all season long. Labatt Blue Light, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, 2024 Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York, all rights reserved. Labatt regular U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd. Message for 21 and older.
Stop by Shelly Pie Pizza in Turtle Creek for $3.25 Labatt Blue and Blue Light bottles during all Penguins games.
Now that Baird and Heffron Tillotson are one, we're proud to call Pittsburgh home. And with 8 locations in the region, we're even prouder to be helping so many of our neighbors build secure financial futures. From our big picture global perspective and business expertise, down to the personalized master plan we'll create based on your unique goals and dreams, your financial security is our first priority. Discover the Baird difference. Visit rwbaird.com/Pittsburgh. Robert W. Baird and Company, Incorporated, member SIPC.
Hey, Pittsburgh fans, this is Paul Steigerwald. In hockey, big goals cause big momentum shifts. As we all know, our Penguins have scored a lot of big goals over the years. As a founding partner of the Penguins, PPG also likes big goals and is pursuing them off the ice to better the Pittsburgh community and the world. They develop solutions that preserve natural resources with the goal to protect and beautify our world. PPG Paints Arena is proud to be the first LEED Gold certified NHL arena. We like big goals because when we score them, we all win.
Join us at PPG Paints Arena on Saturday, November 16th for Grateful Dead Night when the Penguins battle the San Jose Sharks.
Carlson high slot to Malkin a drive. Loose puck in front, they score!
It's Grateful Dead Night at PPG Paints Arena featuring live music from Pittsburgh jam band The Cause on Saturday, November 16th. Secure your tickets today at www.pittsburghpenguins.com/promotions. Penguin season presented by UPMC.
This is the Pittsburgh Penguins Hockey Network. This copyrighted broadcast is the property of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of all or part of this broadcast, or any descriptions or accounts of this game therein without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Penguins is strictly prohibited. 2 minutes with the old 2-9er, sponsored by FedEx Ground, official delivery company of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Welcome to 2 minutes with the old 2-9er, Pens and Stars tonight. We're joined now by Penguins forward Blake Lizotte. And Blake, I was in Sudbury when you had, for a choice of better words, a bit of a freak accident where you get a puck off the jaw while you're sitting on the bench before even puck drop. That's not my question. My question is, you seem to not even miss a beat when you got back into the lineup. What do you do to keep yourself ready?
Yeah, I think the training staff here did a really good job with conditioning and also some on-ice drills while the team's traveling. Yeah, it can be difficult definitely to start the year and not have any regular season games or even preseason games really underneath your belt. But yeah, the training staff here, I can't thank them enough for getting me ready physically. I think partially it's just excitement of a new team, a new season, and yeah, being able to watch some games and kind of get more comfortable with the system just from a visual standpoint helped as well. But yeah, I've been happy with how I've been feeling.
I find Blake, as a broadcaster and as a former player, when the player comes to a new team, you kind of give him that 8 or 10 games. He needs to get acclimated. I haven't given that to you. It just seems like you feel comfortable here off the ice, and it seems like your style of play has fit this team.
Yeah, I think the way the coaching staff and Sully wants us to play fits what I bring to the table. Play with speed and energy, and kind of adapting. Maybe with not the greatest start to the season, kind of adapting a little more defensive, and I don't want to say a safer way to play, but managing the puck. I think throughout my career, I've done that very well for the most part. So I think I'm able to fit in this system well and kind of excel in it.
Last one for you. You spent all your career in LA, in the West. You know Dallas probably as good as anybody in this locker room. What's on the front of your brain when you play the Stars tonight?
Heavy and fast. Yeah, they're a good team. They have depth. They can play any one of their 4 lines at any point in the game, and they're going to do a good job most likely. So you got to take care of the puck, because if you turn it over in bad spots, they've got 4 guys waiting to pounce on an odd man rush. So I think puck management will be key for us tonight.
So thanks for this. Rock and roll. Go get the Stars.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, that's Blake Lizotte, and your 2 minutes with the old 2-9er. Enjoy the hockey game.
This is the Highmark Injury Update, brought to you by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, official and exclusive healthcare plan of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, back to the Penguins Radio Network.
Kevin Hayes and Cody Glass are out of the lineup for the Penguins. Glass diagnosed with a concussion, and for the Dallas Stars, no injuries. Sam Poulin has been recalled from Wilkes-Barre. Matt Nieto is down there right now. He scored a goal in his first game. As for the Stars, Jake Ottinger was pulled in the last game in their loss to the Winnipeg Jets. And Casey DeSmith is the backup goaltender. He came in relief of Ottinger, but Ottinger getting a chance to redeem himself tonight against the Penguins. And Joel Blomqvist will be in goal for Pittsburgh. Alex Nedeljkovic is the backup goalie tonight. Tristan Jarry waiting in the wings for his first opportunity. Lots of games coming up for the Penguins. Lots of winnable games. We'll see if they can take advantage of the home cooking here and get themselves right back into the thick of the wild card race just in time for Thanksgiving. As for the lottery, $103 million is available in the lottery tonight when the drawing is made. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. The Penguins have a lot of things planned for the Veterans Day tribute tonight, including a soldier who was in the Battle of the Bulge. He's 98 years old. His name is Samuel Sonny, and that is an unbelievable story. He fought in the 87th Infantry in the Battle of the Bulge in Patton's Third Army. That's a good number, 87. Maybe he'll bring the Penguins some luck here tonight against the Dallas Stars. It'll be Joe Brand and the old 2-9er in just a moment on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
The Penguins have a storied collection of MVPs. Now, Mr. Magic Car Wash has an MVP of its own. Our 2-car monthly unlimited premier plan gives your family twice the shine for just $59.99. Sign up today at MrMagicCarWash.com, official car wash of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend bets against your team, then the friendship. Or choose chill because you're drinking Coors Light with your buddy. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Penguins Pledge is the Penguins' commitment to a better community and environment. Launched in 2023, Penguins Pledge brings awareness and solutions for a more sustainable society. Together with our Pledge champion partners, PPG, U.S. Steel, Endra Energy, Wesco, Coca-Cola, and EQT, the Penguins are excited to inspire our fans and to create action and awareness on issues of environmental and social sustainability. Learn more at PittsburghPenguins.com/Penguins Pledge. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
The fastest game on ice. Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. Sirius XM 91.
On the ice, playing smart can sound like this. And in the grocery store, shopping smart will sound like this. At Shop and Save, you can have a game-winning meal plan with essential everyday Culinary Circle and Stone Ridge Creamery products. Stock up on our store brands and rack up your pump perks to redeem at 140 participating Sunoco locations. Shop, save, enjoy life.
I'm approaching the age where I'm going to start getting my clothes the same place I get my groceries.
Angela Johnson-Reyes, the Family Reunion Tour.
Can't keep shopping at the same stores I used to shop at. Like Forever 21. No, you're not. Turns out that was a lie.
See Angela Johnson-Reyes live on stage in Pittsburgh. The Event Center at Rivers Casino, Friday, April 25th. Get tickets now at riverscasino.com.
The Pittsburgh Penguins Radio Network proudly presents Penguins Hockey. The Penguins Radio Network is presented by S&T Bank and brought to you in part by Number One Cochrane, Go One Better, by IC Light, by Shop and Save, proud partner of the Penguins Radio Network, by McDonald's, providing you the official burger of the Pittsburgh Penguins, by Get Go Cafe and Market. Get Go, where the Pens go, by Coca-Cola, founding partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins Hockey is also presented in part by Awaken 180, the official weight loss program of the Penguins. By Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh's entertainment destination. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. By Clearview Federal Credit Union, helping people enjoy a better life. And by Indra Energy, an official Penguins Pledge champion partner. And now to the action, called by Joe Brandt and the old 2-9er Phil Bourque.
The Pittsburgh Penguins return home to PPG Paints Arena, where they hope to get very comfortable for the next month as they start a trend of 7 of their next 9 games right here in Pittsburgh. And they'll look to that home cooking to get closer to 500 tonight as they host one of the more impressive teams in the NHL and the Dallas Stars. Welcome in, Penguins fans, and welcome back to PPG Paints Arena for Military Appreciation Night. We would like to make sure we thank all the veterans out there, and especially those no longer with us that have helped us throughout our history and allow us to do things like talk about a hockey game and put everything else aside thanks to their hard work and service. Along with the old 2-9er, Phil Bourque, I'm Joe Brand. And Borky, Penguins aren't coming off a perfect road trip, but they were able to take care of business in their last game on Friday against Washington. Now it's a matter of continuing that effort and taking on other good teams like the Dallas Stars tonight.
Good to be with you, Joe, and well said about the veterans. Well said, my friend. And yes, Penguins 500 on the road, but I don't feel like, it was just 500. I feel like it was a moral victory because of the way they won in Washington. Be up 2 goals, have another 2-goal lead, go by the wayside, but have the fortitude to battle through it, get a big goal by Evgeny Malkin, an empty netter by Achari, and some solid goaltending from Joel Blomqvist. It makes you feel a little better about this team. I think they'll have a little more swagger and confidence. I don't think you wanted to come into this game here on a Monday night against these Dallas Stars, kind of limping your way in with a loss in Washington and feeling like we didn't get any victories on that road trip. But they did manage a point on the island and able to get those 2 points in Washington. So hope is alive and well. And if you are able to secure 2 points here tonight, you'll find yourself in a wild card spot at the end of the night. So there's a lot to play for here. But I think the most important thing is start to establish, and you mentioned a lot of home cooking coming up, right, Joe? Establish yourself as a tough team on home ice, a tough building to come into. I feel like teams have come in here almost flexing, if you will, against the Penguins, and they have counterattacked to whatever the other team's doing. I think it's time for the Penguins to stand up, put their big boy pants on, buckle up, and start playing Penguin hockey and make this a miserable place to come into like it has been in the past.
Well, you can count on the Dallas Stars as one of those teams who have come in here and taken care of business. They've beaten the Penguins 4 out of the last 5 games. They've also won 2 out of the last 3 here at PPG Paints Arena. Dallas is kind of a weird team right now, though, Borky. They're 1-3-0 in their last 4 games. They're not a team to be taken lightly, however, but they definitely have their blemishes at the moment.
No, you're right. There are blemishes, and they're glaring. As you mentioned, they had a great October. They went 7-2, and now they're kind of, 1-3. It's like, who are you really? And then you look at the home ice, they're 6-1. On the road, they're just 2-4. So who are these Dallas Stars that have been to a Western Conference final the last 2 straight years? It's a cup and bust, or bust team, right? Excuse me. Not cup and bust.
I don't think you can do both.
But a cup or bust team, the way they are put together, they've got some great, old guys that have been here for a while in Sagan, and also Jamie Benn. They brought in a guy who's been around the league for a while, and Matt Duchesne. But really, when you look at this team, it's all built on youth, really. It's a nice complement of older guys, but Stankoven and Robertson and Bork and Hintz and Marchment and Johnston, and then you got a young goaltender and Jake Ottinger. So this is as good a team as any that you could say is ready to win the Stanley Cup. But there seems to be something missing right now. So maybe when the Penguins have to go to Dallas and play them in April, it might be a different story. But I think right now they're not so sure about their game. And see if the Penguins can take advantage of that.
A few of those guys the old 2-9er had mentioned. Logan Stankoven is leading all rookies right now with 12 points and 10 assists. Jake Ottinger, though, is coming off a game in which he was pulled against the Winnipeg Jets. He's had a little rocky go of it as of late. Back over to the Penguins roster. 2 guys I want to point out, Borky. Michael Bunting and Brian Rust. Bunting with a great road trip, 2 goals in 3 games, but more importantly, just kind of playing the game that suits him better. And it's just, once again, no surprise what type of energy Brian Rust provides. His first game back in the lineup, he's able to provide a different kind of energy. He had the assist on the game-winning goal from Evgeny Malkin. I mean, it just adds a whole other element to this game when he's on it.
Yeah, well said by you. And Rusty will be on the right side, and Bunts will be on the left side, and 71, Evgeny Malkin in the middle. So, 2 different stories. I think for Michael Bunting, who had a rocky start to this season, was a healthy scratch for 2 games. I think he's starting to find his game. I think the light bulb went off to say, oh, wait a minute. I have to play a lot nastier. I need to play dirtier. I need the other team wanting to rip my head off as much as possible. It's funny how the puck will find Michael Bunting if he plays that way. Brian Rust on the other side, to be out as long as he was with that lower body injury, to come back and play the way he did, almost remarkable, really. It usually takes 2 or 3 games, 4 games to kind of find your footing. And Mike Sullivan uses the analogy all the time. It's like jumping on a speeding train and trying to keep up, right? And he was just seamless. And the way he's able to protect the puck, and you're talking about that game-winning goal by Evgeny Malkin, we've seen it so many times from Brian Rust. There's not many players in the league that can take it to the net the way he can and make things happen.
Dallas Stars come in with an 8-5-0 record. The Pittsburgh Penguins 6-8-2. They are looking for their 3rd straight home win, though. And, of course, Sidney Crosby still 2 goals away from 600 in his career. Some other milestones approaching. This will be Brendan Smith's 700th career game. And then also Tyler Seguin, 2 points away from 800 in his career. It's a hockey night in Pittsburgh, and we'll have it for you next. It's the Penguins hosting the Dallas Stars, and it's all here on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Black and gold are the colors that not only honor our city, but our sports. Together, we're proud sponsors of the early mornings, dedication, breakaway goals, excitement, losing your voice, and passion. We are black and gold. We are Ford. The official car, truck, and SUV of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Penguins Pledge is the Penguins' commitment to a better community and environment. Launched in 2023, Penguins Pledge brings awareness and solutions for a more sustainable society. Together with our Pledge champion partners, Davey Tree, Excelitas, Duquesne Light Company, WM and Bradenton Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Penguins are excited to inspire our fans and to create action and awareness on issues of environmental and social sustainability. Learn more at pittsburghpenguins.com/Penguins Pledge.
Hi, this is Phil Bork, and I'm here with Joe Stefka. Joe, it's widely known that NSS Life has been leading the industry in low-cost life insurance and high-yielding annuities and IRAs for a long time.
Thanks, Phil. In fact, our $50,000 youth term plan is only $50 per year. Just call for details.
Providing for your family since 1890. That's NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are back home at PPG Paints Arena, and they're looking to make it back-to-back wins as they host the Dallas Stars to begin a short 2-game homestand and then 7 of the next 9 here in Pittsburgh as well. Along with the old 2-9er Phil Bork, I'm Joe Brand, and our nation's colors currently leaving the lower bowl on this Veterans Day, and Penguins doing a great job of honoring both America and the veterans during the national anthem as the Penguins taking their ice in their home black sweaters, the Dallas Stars in their road white sweaters. As the old 2-9er had mentioned earlier on in the pregame show, Dallas 2-4-0 away from American Airlines Center. You got to point out too, Borky, that Dallas went over to Global Series in Finland and got not so much rocked, but had a rough go at it against the Florida Panthers. So that is definitely a big adjustment of it. They're also struggling in the power play. Right now, they're towards the bottom, 23rd in the league. And aside from a game against the Boston Bruins, they went 3 for 5 on the power play. They'd be less than 11% right now.
Yep, that's the Pav effect. Talk about Joe Pavelski.
Sure.
No Joe Pavelski, who is a power play specialist, but still a very dangerous team.
The drop of the puck, Sidney Crosby against Rope Hintz, and Dallas controls as the opening faceoff is brought to you by number 1 Cochrane. Go one better. We're underway here in Pittsburgh. It's Chris Letang from his own zone, chips it over to the near side. Crosby playing it off the wall. Fed O'Connor now over to Raquel, who whiffed on a shot. Dallas tries to get it out of their zone. Chris Letang puts a hard check on Johnston right in front of the Dallas bench, and then it's taken by Matt Grzelcyk. Penguins defenseman will push it up to center ice. Feed it to Letang, jumped off his stick though. Taken by Esa Lindell of Dallas. Then Raquel able to steal a pass. O'Connor tries to dump it into Dallas's end, but Lindell's right there to quickly push it to center ice. Now dumped over to the Penguins' end, and Marcus Pettersson corrals easily. His pass intended towards the neutral zone missed everyone all the way down the length of the ice for icing. Not even a minute into this hockey game.
Carlson tried that pass up the middle. Nobody home. There's a little flex to the stick. Can't be the Indian. It's got to be the arrow.
Erik Karlsson coming off a big game against Washington. Picked up a goal and an assist, Karlsson picking up 827 career points. That ties him with Doug Wilson, now part of the Penguins organization for 16th most in NHL history among defensemen. Karlsson picks up the loose puck in his own zone, trying to feed a stretch pass to Michael Bunting. Got it over the Dallas line, but the play was broken up. Now, clearing attempt kept in by Karlsson in the high slot. He works down, throws it towards the net. Got kicked out of there by Harley, and now scooped up by Malkin. Quick turnaround shot that was looking for a centering pass to Bunting and missed everyone. Goes over to the far side. Penn still working in Dallas' zone, though. Rung along the boards as Bunting fights for it in the corner. Chipped on up to the far point. Malkin can't get a handle on it. Now Dallas takes it out to the neutral zone as it's taken by Harley. Flung on over, and Dallas will re-work. Now dumped on over into the Penguins' end. Taking it over to the far corner is Ryan Graves. He plays it off the end wall to Jack St. Ivany. Missed the stick of Marchman. And Dallas trying to keep it alive in the Penguin zone. We've got no shots on goal for either team about 2 minutes in. Taken by Nola Chari to the neutral zone. Slid it over the Dallas line, over to the near corner, rung along the boards to the near half wall, bounces off the shoulder of Eller and fight for it in the near corner. Pulled out by Eller. He plays it along the boards and now feeds it. Achari, a quick one-timer, and that went off the pad of Ottinger on his right pad. Puck alive behind the goal of Ottinger. As it's thrown on over to the far side, Matthew Shane can't clear it out. Neither can Tyler Sagan. Now spun around the boards. Jesse Pugliarvi racing after it in the near corner. Pitched free to the neutral zone for Marchman. He slides it over to Duchesne, takes it over the Penguins line, far circle, fires, and it goes through. Blomqvist got a piece of it, but not all of it. The puck trickling over the goal line gives Dallas a 1-0 lead about 2.5 minutes into this game.
I am not sure what Ryan Graves is doing here. This is the 1-on-2. He goes lunging at Matt Duchesne. Matt Duchesne is a dangler. You do not lunge at him. You look him in the chest, and then you drive him on his wallet. And just a little dipsy-doodle move around Graves, and Chris Letang, who was out there with Graves, tried to recover for his defenseman and close on Duchesne, but he lets that wrister go from about 20 feet. It hits the glove. It trickles into the back of the net. 1-0 Stars.
Dallas with the puck back in the Penguin zone as they ring it along the boards up to the near corner. Essa Lindell chipping it along over to the far side. Miro Heiskanen backhand swats it over to the corner for Sam Steele. Penguins try to clear it on out, but kept alive at the far point by Heiskanen. He feeds Colin Blackwell. His centering pass missed everyone. Goes all the way down to Dallas's end as Ottinger comes out of his net to play it. Slides it over to the far side for Heiskanen, who's defended on by Anthony Beauvillier. Now chipped along the far boards. Colin Blackwell takes it over the Penguins line at the far corner. Erik Karlsson will ring it along the boards. A race for it at the near half wall, won by the Penguins. And they're still trying to get it out of their zone. Along the near wall. And now pitched free to Robertson. He collects in the near corner. Gets it on over to Johnston, who backhand swats it up to the near point for Harley. Cross-ice pass to the far side, Lyubushkin. His shot goes directed wide. Kept alive by Dallas in the Penguin zone. Dumped on in, rung along the boards. Rope Hintz with it behind the net. Now over to Johnston, behind the cage. Got pride of the puck for Marcus Pettersson, and now Valtteri Puustinen will slide it over to Dallas's end. 1-0 Stars, 4 minutes into this game. Both teams with just one shot on goal. And that one going for Dallas. Here's a backhand shot right to the glove of Joel Blomqvist. 4 minutes into this game, 1-0 Dallas.
Yeah, for Joel Blomqvist. That's the kind of muffin you want after the first shot's the first goal. A little backhand end over ender, easily gloves for a face-off to his left.
It's the 8th career game for the 22-year-old goaltender from Finland. And one of 3 goalies for the Pittsburgh Penguins right now. Tristan Jarry recalled from Wilkes-Barre Scranton after spending 5 games with the AHL affiliate. And now the Penguins have it. Ricard Raquel firing a shot that got deflected, goes tumbling over to the far side. Dallas digs it out, sends it over to the Penguins' end. Matt Grzelcyk collects, backhand skate, slides it to Chris Letang. Top line now out there for the Pens, but Dallas creates a turnover. Here's Jamie Benn leaving it in the slopper. Johnson a shot off the crossbar. Skims the netting and stops the clock. 4.5 minutes in, 1-0 Dallas.
Momentum swings, right? You feel like the Penguins came out in the first 3 minutes, did a lot of good things. They had a lot of jump. They were hungry for the puck. They had an offensive zone time, puck possession. And now that goal by Duchesne seems to have taken some of the air out of the building, some of the starch out of the Penguins game. They're going to ramp it right back up again. It's just one goal. You're just down 1-0. That easily could have been 2-0 as Penguins are too passive there. Backing up in their own zone. Terrible gap control, and that allowed, the puck goes off the glass about 3 rows deep here. That allowed that Jamie Benn to enter the zone, Joe, and then he looked around and he's like, oh my God, look at all the space I got here. It makes a little simple drop pass to Wyatt Johnson, who walks right down 5th Avenue and puts it right off the crossbar.
We get a face-off to the right of Blomqvist in the near left circle in the Penguins end. We get a false face-off, so we'll do it again.
Dutchie's going to get waived here. So they call him. Matt Duchesne.
Even though he's from Ontario. As it's won by the Penguins, Ryan Graves sends it out to the neutral zone. Now a lead pass to Puljujärvi. Penguins took it over the Dallas line, but the Stars quickly fling it back over to center ice. Now the Penguins dump it back in. Ottinger plays it off to the left of the cage. Rung along the boards and dumped all the way down to the Penguins' end, but Blomqvist will play it. Slides it on over to Ryan Graves, who chips it along the far wall, goes sputtering out to the neutral zone. Jesse Puljujärvi tried to get a pass in the neutral zone, but couldn't get it cleanly. Now Duchesne and Marchment take it over the Penguins line on the near side. Kenny Malkin breaks up that play, takes the puck, brings it over to the far side for Marcus Pettersson. He starts to gallop in the neutral zone. Backhand chips it into Dallas's end. Rung along the boards as Malkin loses the battle to Lyubushkin. He sends it over to the far wall. Now Harley takes it out to center ice over the Penguins logo and over the Penguins line. Chips it into the near left corner. Now scooped up by Erik Karlsson behind the cage, but a clearing attempt goes for naught. Heiskanen throws it back over to the near corner. As Karlsson collects again, Michael Bunting tries to clear it. That doesn't happen. And a shot pass coming from Lyubushkin at the far point got deflected over to the near side. Sam Steele loses the puck. Michael Bunting tries to clear it on out. Tumbling puck in the near circle, and now it's taken by Bunting. He'll finally get it out to the Dallas zone as the Penguins will get a change. 6 minutes into this game, 1-0 Dallas. As now the puck is stolen by Chris Letang. Took it over the Dallas line, but offside are the Penguins to stop the clock with just a little bit under 14 minutes left in this first. It's 1-0 Dallas. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
What are two things the Pittsburgh Penguins have in common with Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company? Hard work and dedication. If you're looking for heavy equipment, need a specific part, or want expert service, talk to the industry leaders at Cleveland Brothers, your local CAT dealer. We provide solutions and products for construction, landscaping, oil and gas, electric and industrial power, highway, and more. Let us help you score the winning goal. Visit www.clevelandbrothers.com to learn more.
Gluten-free, check. Keto-friendly, check. Low-carb, check. High-protein, check. Nitrate-free, check. Flavorful and satisfying, check. When you want a meat snack that checks all the boxes, try the original Mr. Donair beef jerky and sticks. With 12 grams of protein and just 80 calories, it's beef jerky like no other. Mr. Donair, the official jerky of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now available on Amazon.
Along with the old 2-9er Phil Bourque, I'm Joe Brand. Penguins trailing the Dallas Stars right now 1-0. We've got 13:56 left in this first. Penguins are trying to make it back-to-back wins, Borky.
Yeah, and first periods have been pretty uneventful for the Dallas Stars. This is game number 14 for them. So far in first periods, if you include that Dallas goal right there, Dallas has outscored their opponent in first periods only 9-7. Kind of play it tight to the vest. First 20.
Nearly doubling that in the second period, outscoring their opponent 17-13. And again, Dallas 8-5-0 coming into this game. They're third in the Central, but I mean, the Winnipeg Jets are the team running away in that division right now. Dallas
got the greatest start in NHL history, right? First 14 games.
Centering pass, far side, a shot from the circle from Robertson, loose puck in front, and another save from Blomqvist. A couple of big stops from the young goaltender needed for the Pens right there.
Oh my goodness, absolutely robbed Miro Heiskanen in the slot. And that is just a can of corn for Blomqvist. That was a rocket of a one-timer he walked into. A little half one-timer, right?
Yeah.
Didn't take it all the way back to the hip, kind of off the left knee. And the Penguins, man, that's just unbelievable how the Penguins can just be so kind of flat after such a good start. The The one goal goes against them by Duchesne, and the Penguins now are trying to find their mojo again.
Just finishing the thought on the 14-1-0 Winnipeg Jets just came off a victory over Dallas as Lars Eller takes it over the Stars line, fired a shot wide. Taken by Dallas, they chip it up into the air and dump it into the Penguin zone where it's scooped up by Marcus Pettersson. He'll feed Nola Chari, still in the Penguin zone, now getting it to Jesse Puljujarvi. Penguins nearly had a 2-on-1, but Puljujarvi couldn't get a clean handle. Now the Stars take it the other way. Stick save by Blomqvist on Jamie Benn's shot from the near half wall. Taken by Logan Stankoven. He fires and scores. Logan Stankoven picking up his 13th point. That leads all rookies as he scores a goal to make it 2-0 Dallas early in this first period.
Well, this is not a good goal by Joel Blomqvist. Not a good one at all, but once again, a dump in, and the Stars are first to the puck. They're not only first to the puck, but the Penguins are standing around. Erik Karlsson standing playing goaltender. Either go out and block it, or when the shot comes in, you can't kind of turn sideways to get out of the way to block the shot like Karlsson did. Either block it or get out of the way. He ended up screening his goaltender, but still, from that range, that's just not one that should get past Blomqvist. The Stars 2 goals on 6 shots.
Third goal of the year for Stankoven. Again, his 13th point to lead all rookies. 2-0 Dallas as they're out shooting the Penguins as well, 6-1. There's now a shot broken up by Michael Bunting. Puck goes all the way over to the Dallas Stars end. Taken down by Labushkin. He feeds it over to the far side, now sent to Harley, who takes it out to the neutral zone over the Penguins line. Tried to send a drop pass back, but Malkin picks up the loose puck that was deflected. Sent on over to Ryan Graves. He'll retreat, and the Penguins re-rack here. 2-1 Dallas, 8 minutes into this hockey game as a attempt to pass over to the Dallas zone, jumped over the stick of the intended target. Now Dallas ships it out to the neutral zone. Taken by Colin Blackwell in between the penalty boxes. He starts to accelerate on the Penguins logo, giving it to Merrill Heiskanen. Now over to Sam Steele over the Penguins line. Up to the high slot for Brendan Smith. Back over to Steele at the circle. High slot Smith again. Quick touch pass. Steele a drive, and it got deflected over to the far side. Anthony Beauvillier picks up the loose puck. Got it to Blake Lizotte, who chipped it to the neutral zone, but Dallas quickly hunting on the puck. They've got possession again as Smith takes it over the Penguins line. Rings it along the boards over to the far corner. Matt Grzelcyk tries to roll it out to Sidney Crosby. He touch passes it back to Chris Letang, who will chip it out to the neutral zone, and once again taken by Dallas. Stars dump it back into the Penguins' end. Racing after it near corner. Colin Blackwell puts a hard hit on Marcus Pettersson. Chris Letang picked up the puck below the goal line. Got it to Ricard Raquel, who feeds Crosby in the neutral zone, but not cleanly. And Dallas quickly pushes it ahead to Robertson, near side over the Penguins' line. Got stripped of the puck by Erik Karlsson. Loose puck now taken by Rope Hintz. He swerves around the net. That pass is stolen by Drew O'Connor. O'Connor takes it to the neutral zone. Backhand chips it, but can't get it into Dallas' zone as the Stars dump it back into the Penguins' end. Well, that will be icing. Almost 10 minutes into this hockey game. It's 2-0 Dallas.
Penguins had the first shot in the game. Now we got a little back and forth between Crosby and Robertson. Another boy, Sid. I think that's Sid doing the old Michael Jordan thing, where there's nothing there but making something out of nothing to get himself and his teammates involved by going after Robertson.
Dallas wins the zone in the Stars' end. They quickly take it out to the neutral zone. Rope Hintz over the Penguins' line. Fires a shot. Chest save from Blomqvist. Put his glove on top of the puck. Took a minute to freeze it, but he does. 9.5 minutes into this game. 2-0 Dallas.
I'm asking you a question, but I'm not asking for an answer. Do you have how many timeouts a coach has in a hockey game?
A rhetorical question, I think is what you're asking. Yeah.
They actually have 10. You laugh, but they do. They have 10. Because it's 3 broadcast timeouts per period.
Fair.
Plus you have the one in your pocket the league gives you. That's 10. You got 10:32 left here in this first period. Right after the 10-minute mark, the next whistle, that will be a timeout. That'd be a great opportunity for Mike Sullivan to gather his boys right now, because after a really good start, they're a little bit flat right now. They need a little wakey. And either a leader, bring everybody together and have a little chit-chat, if you know what I mean, or the head coach have a little wakey with the boys, because they're a little bit down, feeling sorry for themselves, being down 2-0 here.
Still about to reach the 10-minute mark of this first period as a clearing attempt by Dallas is raced down by Jack St. Ivan. Stars have it yet again. Stankoven from the near side is ready to fire a shot but couldn't handle the puck. Now it's taken by Nola Chari, who will slide it out to the neutral zone over to Dallas's end, but raced down by Smith, not far enough for icing. Both teams get a change. Under the 10-minute mark now of this first period as Dallas quickly dumps it on in, and off the end wall, Marchman picks up the loose puck and scores. 3-0 Dallas. Just 10 minutes and 16 seconds into this game.
And now we got a goaltending change. Just like that.
Alex Nedeljkovic will replace Joel Blomqvist.
Yeah, two problems happened here. Penguins are in a change, so they don't have any kind of a neutral zone forecheck. So a long stretch pass does not connect by the Stars. But Marchman beats Letang to the puck, but also, that's an opportunity for Blomqvist to do something with that puck. As it hits the end wall, it can't come right back out to the slot area. And Blomqvist was just a little bit passive there. And Marchman makes no mistake. And boy, if you got a mountain to climb here. Meanwhile, the guy down to our right, Jake Ottinger, his gear's dry. He doesn't even have a sweat. Maybe take the water bottle and spray it on your face a little bit to act like you're in the game right now. Ottinger's he's been like the Statue of Liberty down here.
The old 2-9er mentioned earlier, Penguins had the first shot on goal. Dallas has now had the last 8. They lead 3-0. 10.5 minutes into this game. Now Malkin busts over the Stars line, shoots, and there's save number 2 for Ottinger to take us to Mike Sullivan's first timeout and our second break of this first period. 3-0 Dallas. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
To truly go inside the game of pro football, you need to see things from the player's perspective. Let's go. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, catch the Player's Point. Join NFL tight end Colin Thompson and Packers running back A.J. Dillon as they break down the biggest stories in the NFL.
Hand off A.J. Dillon, powering his way. Touchdown.
The Player's Point. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Under review.
And nobody in Winnipeg wants to say it, but I'll say it. Connor Hellebuck did not play the level he's capable of in the playoffs. That's a big part of the equation. Connor can play better. He's one of the best goalies in the league. The Jets have been told by everybody but me, I want that noted, I got this one right, that everyone said they're going to take a step back.
Under review with Nick Kerr, 11 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network Radio, SiriusXM 91, and the SiriusXM app.
The National Women's Soccer League Championship game is coming to SiriusXM. Hey, it's World Cup winner Heather O'Reilly of SiriusXM FC. Join Jessica Charman and me for the first national radio broadcast of the NWSL Final.
That's right, Heather. We'll be taking you through every thrilling moment live from Kansas City.
Join us as we make history at the 2024 NWSL Final on Saturday, November 23rd at 8 Eastern.
And it's on SiriusXM FC channel 157 and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
.com.
A lot of work to do for the Penguins right now. They trail Dallas 3-0, but a lot of time left. 9:20 left in this first period. There has been a goaltending change already for the Pens. Joel Blomqvist out of this game. Alex Nedeljkovic is in. So this is his 8th game. Comes in with a 2-3-2 record, a .307 goals against average, save percentage of .883. And this is his 9th career appearance against the Dallas Stars, as he relieves the young goaltender in this first period. Pens win the draw. Here's a one-timer, Pettersson, and a stick save from Ottinger. Tumbling puck over to the far side as Crosby tried to swat it home. Malkin now back on Crosby's line as Crosby tried to set up Malkin with a one-timer. He couldn't get it cleanly. Now Dallas quickly takes it over the Penguins line to the far side. Crosby with a touch pass to Marcus Pettersson, who feeds Ricard Raquel over the Penguins logo. Takes it over the Stars line, plays it off the near wall, dropped it back for Malkin, who drops it back for Carlson, across to Pettersson above the circle, fires a shot, couldn't get it deflected as it was swatted out by Essa Lindell, and the Stars take it out to center ice. Chipped on into the near corner of the Penguins zone, one-handed scooped by Erik Karlsson. Stops on a dime behind Nedeljkovic's net, who's now occupying in between the pipes for the Pens. And he'll take his time, allowing the Penguins to get a change. Well, Terry Pusanen to Marcus Pettersson as Anthony Beauvillier knives it over, but it goes out of play, stopping the clock with 8:25 left in the first. It's 3-0 Dallas.
It's a curved glass there, just to the left of our good buddy, former Penguin, Casey DeSmith. Spent a couple seasons with the Vancouver Canucks and now brought here on a 3-year deal to be the backup to Jake Ottinger. One of the good guys, Casey DeSmith.
Spent 5 years with the Pens. Good numbers. 58 wins, 9 shutouts.
Yeah.
He's never faced the Penguins, though.
No.
It continues tonight with Ottinger in between the pipes. Penguins have it in Dallas' zone, rung along the boards by the Stars. Ryan Graves keeps it alive, though, from the far point. Taken over to the far half wall, now cleared out by Lundqvist. Chipped on over to the Penguins end as Graves drives it to the neutral zone, but quickly taken by Stankoven of Dallas. He'll backhand chip it up into the air, tumbling over to Penguin zone. Rung along the boards for Jesse Puljujärvi. Now dumped back in. Jack St. Ivan's got it at the far corner. Tries to play it off the far wall. Feeds Nola Chari in the neutral zone. He's got a couple of Stars around him. He'll chip it over to the near walls in Dallas' end as Wyatt Johnston can't handle the puck in the neutral zone. It dipped back. The Stars take it back over the Penguins line, but then Blake Lizotte stealing it right back. Gives it to Anthony Beauvillier over the Stars line. Drops it back for Chris Letang. Throws it towards the net. Deflected. And a stick save by Ottinger. Second attempt was swatted in by Lizotte, but it couldn't go in as Ottinger got another save.
A little bit curious if that one would have counted. His stick from this vantage point looked like it was over the crossbar when he knocked that out of midair.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was swinging one of those mallets at the game at the circus. As Heiskanen fires a shot from above the near circle. Couldn't get through traffic. Dallas still with the puck in the Penguin zone. Back over to Heiskanen, near point, takes it towards the circle. Nifty move, bottom of the circle, takes it below the goal line and a cross-ice pass. Now back to Heiskanen. They shoot and score. Johnston to Heiskanen, circle to circle. And some nifty puck movement from the Dallas Stars. They make it 4-0 in this first.
Welcome to the game, Alex Nedeljkovic. For Joel Blomqvist, it was first shot, 1 goal. And now for Alex Nedeljkovic, the first shot that he sees, 1 shot, 1 goal. 4-0. And the natives are restless here in Pittsburgh. And boy, are the Dallas Stars zipping it around. They look like the Harlem Globetrotters. And this is just remarkable. Really, I thought the Penguins came out with so much energy. It's so much jump. But that first goal by Duchesne put them on their heels, and they haven't recovered since.
4-0 Dallas with 6:40 still to go in this first period. Shots on goal in favor of the Stars, 9-6. Dallas with it again in the Penguin zone as Marcus Pettersson will take it out to center ice for Evgeny Malkin. Gives it to Brian Rust over the Stars line to the near half wall. Pinned along the boards by Harley, playing for it in the near corner. As Michael Bunting slides it over to the far side, raced down by Labushkin, though. He clears it out to center ice, scooped up by Tyler Seguin. Stars again over the Penguins line, but then Brian Rust steals a pass. Stops on a dime behind Nedeljkovic's net and allows Dallas to make a change. Now Carlson with it in the near circle of his own zone. Plays it off the end wall to Pettersson. And they play catch in the Penguins' end. Under 6 minutes to go in this first period. 4-0 Dallas as Crosby chips it over the Dallas line over to the near corner. Kessel Lindell spits it out to center ice as it's taken by Ryan Graves. Back skating in his own zone to Jack St. Ivany. Crosby with the cross-ice pass to O'Connor. Plays it off the far wall. His shot broken up by Heiskanen. Kessel Lindell takes it below the goal line and clears it on out. But we get a hand pass or a deflection as it skimmed the netting. Not a play to take us to break. 5:32 left in the first. 4-0 Dallas. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network presented by S&T Bank.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint and taunting the other team in the kindest way. For standing on your seat when I need the support and screaming until your throat hurts because you know it makes a difference. For wearing my number. For being the best teammates a player could ask for. At Highmark, we're proud to be cheering alongside the best teammates. Fans like you. Because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Official health plan of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Gather a group for a Penguins game this season and save. Lock in great seats at a great price with a group of 10 or more today.
Back to the point with shot. Scores! Evgeny Malkin! fucking plays hero, and you can slap it on the Broadway marquee.
Call 412-642-PENS or visit PittsburghPenguins.com for details. Be sure to ask about our new fan experience packages. Penguin season presented by UPMC.
Pittsburgh-based EQT Corporation is the top natural gas producer in the United States and is a proud sponsor of the Pittsburgh Penguins' pathway to net zero. EQT is an industry leader in cutting emissions and using our region's clean resources to replace dirtier sources of energy overseas. EQT and the Penguins are focused on achieving key climate goals and reducing emissions across Pittsburgh and beyond. Visit EQT.com to learn more about how EQT is moving towards the future and setting the standard for production of affordable, reliable, and clean energy.
Well, if you're just joining us, unfortunately, we've already missed a lot. 4-0 Dallas, a goalie change for the Pens. Alex Nedeljkovic now in net for the Pens as Joel Blomqvist was pulled. And we get a face-off to the left of Jake Ottinger in the Dallas zone. Stars out shooting the Pens 9-6, Borgie.
Yeah, they've had some really good looks. And I don't feel like they're doing anything special. I almost feel like the Penguins are their own worst enemy right now.
Here's a turnover as Heiskanen turns on the Jets over the Penguins line. In between the rings, he scores. Just a missed pass in the Dallas zone, and the Stars take it down the ice. Miro Heiskanen makes it 5-0 Dallas. Still over 5 minutes to go in this first period.
Barely got the words out of my mouth. And Matt Grzelcyk makes a very ill-advised pass, trying to find Brian Rust, and Rust had his back to Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk tries to recover, but you're not going to catch that guy. Miro Heiskanen, he just threw it into overdrive, and just a simple flick of the wrist. Nothing fancy here. He felt the pressure of Rust and just shot it. Went right over the glove of Alex Nedeljkovic. 5 goals, 10 shots, 5-0 Stars.
Heiskanen's first goal of the season. 5:15 still to go in this first period. The clearing attempt by the Pens kept alive in the near point. Kicked free to Esa Lindell. The Star will throw it back over into the Penguins' end.
Sid, Gino, and Rust.
Mike Sullivan was going with the same lineup that he ended Friday night's game against the Washington Capitals with.
Look out.
As here's another turnover. Rope, Hansen, Robertson. Dallas comes 3-on-1. Shot and a shoulder save from Nedeljkovic, but Dallas still keeps it alive. As a Bronx cheer from the Penguins fans here at PPG Paints Arena, as this game's still 5-0 Dallas. Erik Karlsson slides it over to the far side, over Dallas's line, but that'll be offside on the Pens. 4:27 left in this first period. 1-0 Dallas. 5-0 Dallas.
Partner, this is a proud franchise. A very proud franchise, and there's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into what that crest means in front of that jersey. And I can't remember the last time the Penguins were down 5-0 in the first period on home ice. I can't remember.
Again, this coming off a road trip ending victory as the Penguins take it over the Stars line. Lars Eller is shot and a save by Ottinger. Cleared on out by Dallas as Ryan Graves wins the race to the puck. Lars Eller can't handle the pass in the neutral zone. Dallas will crank it back along the boards in the Penguins' end. Far half wall, Ryan Graves chips it out to the far point. Anthony Beauvillier sends it forward to Lyubushkin, and the Stars dump it back on in. They'll get a change. Well, the roughest loss for the Penguins this year was opening night against the New York Rangers. A 6-0 loss back on October 9th. Right now they trail 5-0 as Dallas has it back in the Penguins zone. Near corner, played along the wall. Harley fires it towards the net. Marchman looking for a redirection, couldn't get it. 3:20 left in this first as Blake Lizotte picks up the loose puck in the Penguins' end from the corner. Fit on over to the high point. Dallas sweeps it in, keeping it alive in the Penguins zone. This pass goes over to the near half wall. Chipped back in by Letang. Matt Grzelcyk will feed a stretched out pass to Anthony Beauvillier. He couldn't handle it completely, though, as it slid off his stick, went over to Ottinger's crease. He slides it over to the far side. Dallas reworks it. Went for a cross-ice pass in the neutral zone. Jumped off a Penguin skate. And kept alive in the Stars zone until Colin Blackwell escapes it over to the far side. Harley sliding it over to Sam Steele. He gets crunched into the boards by Crosby. The near corner. Dallas trying to keep it alive in the Penguin zone as Ricard Raquel sends it over to Drew O'Connor. Now taken by Crosby over the Stars line, but swept back in by Esa Lindell to the neutral zone. 2:30 left in this first period. 5-0 Dallas. As Crosby puts a hard check on Sam Steele at the near boards in Dallas' zone, and we're going to get a delayed penalty here. This will probably be on Crosby as Dallas has the puck behind Ottinger's empty net. 6-on-5 in favor of the Stars right now. There's 2:10 left in this first period. Robertson skating away from Michael Bunting. The Stars just playing a little keep away right now as Robertson takes it over the Penguins line to Steele at the far point. He walks in towards the circle, pitches it back to Heiskanen. Now over to Bork in the near half wall. Bork again at the circle. Cross-ice pass intended for Steele. It goes to Russ. That'll stop the clock with 1:49. Penguins going on the Coppers penalty kill. They trail 5-0.
Well, I'm not surprised that you get some pushback by the captain. Here's your call.
Pittsburgh, number 87, 2 minutes for roughing.
You'll take that. You'll take that all day, twice on Sunday. You like to see somebody else doing it, to be quite honest with you. I know you're thinking it, I'm saying it. You wish it was somebody else once in a while. Man, I'm watching the replay on that. I'm telling you, that should be 4. Talk about getting your money's worth. He absolutely smoked Sam Steele with a vicious elbow right to the chops. Way to go, Sid.
Crosby in the box for emotion. And the Penguins finally clear it on out. Here they come, 3-on-1 over the Stars line. Lars Eller centering pass. Couldn't find Chris Letang. And now here come the Stars in transition. It's Marchment over the Penguins line. Near side from the circle. Slide pass. They score. Tyler Seguin taps it home from the far side. It is 6-0 Dallas on a power play goal in this first period.
When Lars Eller put way too much sauce on that pass to Chris Letang, trying to go for the backdoor tap-in, he just knew it. You just felt it. And Marcus Pettersson left his feet, which I think was just too early here. Just the perfect pass from Marchment to Seguin. And there's your backdoor tap-in. So you go pretty much identical plays, right?
Yeah.
Even right-hand shots in Seguin and Letang. You go from too much sauce to just enough sauce. 6-0. Stars, 6 goals on 12 shots.
Tyler Seguin picking up his 7th goal of the season. That's his 799th career point. And it's 6-0 Dallas with a minute left in this first period.
There's an awkward silence in the building right now. Penguin fans are not used to this. Because I know this team is trying to find its identity. This game will humble you so quick, Joe. And now you got a ton of time left in this game. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to fight or you're going to flight? That's where the situation is right now.
Terry Puustinen with the puck trying to accelerate from the far side of Dallas' zone. The Stars take it back, send it out to the neutral zone. Lizotte with a hard hit on Brendan Smith. Probably took more of the brunt of it. 20 seconds left in this first. 6-0 Dallas. The Pens chip it into the Stars' end, far corner. Lizotte playing it off the far wall. Anthony Beauvillier rings it along the boards. We're down to 5 seconds left in the first period. Clock at 3, 2, and 1. It's 6-0 Dallas through 20. A rough start to this short 2-game homestand And the Penguins down by half a dozen. Only a third of the way through this game.
Everything but the extra point. And like I said, I cannot remember the Penguins being down 5-0 on home ice. Never mind 6-0. 6 goals on 12 shots. I'm interested. Now I'm interested. I'm really interested to see what kind of team we get that comes out in the second period. Let's see what kind of jam, because like I said, it's a humbling game. It'll humble you. And what are you going to do about it? You're just going to lay over? Throw the white towel in? Or are you going to fight back? I mean, I've seen comebacks before. This will be tough because you got Ottinger down there. But I just want to see fight. That's what I want to see. I'm not talking about drop the gloves. It would be nice if they dropped the gloves, but I'm not talking about drop the gloves. I'm talking about fight for the crest in the front and a little bit of self-pride.
We'll see what happens in the next 40 minutes. 6-0 Dallas as Brian Metzer just walked in. He's got the first intermission report for us. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
They say that the best beer you'll ever taste is the one you had the best time while drinking. The secret to the unmatched satisfaction of Icy Light, victory is sweetest hard-earned. And here, we taste it a lot. Icy Light. A surprisingly easy call.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. The UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
This Pittsburgh Penguins moment is brought to you by the officers, members, and families of Local Union Number 5 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Our members have lived and worked in the region since 1897, providing all the electrical and telecommunication needs of commercial, industrial, and residential customers. We offer a state-of-the-art training center that is second to none and internationally recognized. Local Union Number 5 of the IBEW will be here to stand by you for all your electrical installation needs today and well into the future. Our members show their hometown pride supporting the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Ouch! Man, that check's gotta hurt. And the gloves are coming off. Oof, that's $100 right there. Yeesh, that's $1,000.
Hey, what's with the dollar amounts?
That's how much each injury could be worth if he calls Morgan & Morgan. Yikes, that one's gotta be at least $10K.
When you hire Morgan & Morgan, their gloves come off when they fight for you.
Official personal injury lawyers of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Running your business is tough. Protecting your assets should not be. When it comes to insurance, employee benefits, or surety bonding, rely on the industry experts at Suber to help you minimize risk, maximize potential, and improve your bottom line. Suber, an official partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
When you're craving a savory snack that's energy boosting, nitrate free, high in protein, and full of flavor, you want the original Mr. Donair beef jerky. High quality protein, finest U.S. beef cuts, nitrate free, premium meat snacks, power play performance. Mr. Donair, proud to be the official jerky of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
It's time for the first period recap, brought to you by Giant Eagle. Now, back to the Penguins Radio Network.
The Penguins played one of their best games of the season in Washington and one of their worst periods of the season. To start this one off, they trailed the Dallas Stars 6-0 after one here at PPG Paints Arena. Brian Metzer here with you. Should mention, before we get into it, happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there, and let's get into it. Matt Duchene, well, first, let's say the Penguins got the first shot of this period. That was on goal. Maybe they were going to get off and running. They started with a pretty solid 2 minutes, and then it all just fell apart. They gave up a goal in the first shot they faced. Matt Duchene scores at 2:33 from Marchment and Smith. I'm not going to break them down too much. I'm just going to go through them for you. Stankoven scored at 7:13 to make it 2-0 Stars from Ben and Lindell. Then Marchment got a goal of his own, his third of the season, at 10:16 from Brendan Smith. He threw it the length of the ice. Puck pops out in front, and Marchment was able to just bang that one in. Then Miro Heiskanen, who was all over the place throughout this period, one of the nicest saves Joel Blomqvist made before he was hooked and pulled from this game was on Heiskanen, but he got revenge for that with a couple of goals. He scored at 13:09. That was on Alex Nedeljkovic, because after the Marchment goal, Blomqvist came out. So Heiskanen scores on the first shot on Ned. Then he gets another one, his second of the season at 14:37, unassisted. He steals a Matt Grzelcyk give back to Letang, takes it the length of the ice and scores. And then they get a power play goal from Tyler Seguin, his seventh of the season at 18:39 from Marchment and Duchesne. That penalty that the Penguins gave up the goal on was Sidney Crosby in the box for roughing. Shots on goal, 12-7, and the Stars have scored on 50% of their shots. When we come back, we'll dig in a little deeper to this one, and I'll do that for you next on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
This is the S&T Bank First Period Instant Radio Replay. Brought to you by S&T Bank, proud presenting sponsor of the Penguins Radio Network.
The Penguins finally clear it on out. Here they come, 3-on-1 over the Stars line. Lars Eller centering pass, couldn't find Chris Letang. And now here come the Stars in transition. It's Marchment over the Penguins line, near side from the circle, slide pass, they score. Tyler Seguin taps it home from the far side. It is 6-0 Dallas on a power play goal in this first period.
Pittsburgh knows the strength of a good team. At Tri-State Office Furniture, everyone brings something unique to the table, and we use those abilities to strengthen our team. We go above and beyond to find what's right for you, because once you're in the Tri-State family, you're a part of our team.
Stay in the heart of the action at the Landing Hotel at Rivers Casino. Enjoy free valet parking and a complimentary breakfast with panoramic views of downtown Pittsburgh. Stay just steps away from the casino with easy access to all the hottest games, a variety of delicious dining options, and exciting entertainment you can't find anywhere else. Pittsburgh is your new destination for weekend getaways, weddings, corporate events, and more. Book your stay today at thelandinghotelpgh.com.
Hey, Pittsburgh fans, this is Phil Bork. In hockey, big goals cause big momentum shift. As we all know, our Penguins have scored a lot of big goals over the years. As a founding partner of the Penguins, PPG also likes big goals and is pursuing them off the ice to better the Pittsburgh community and the world. Through their Colorful Communities program, they team up with community partners to protect and beautify neighborhoods globally. Since 2015, they've completed over 500 projects, including one I had the chance to be a part of right here in Pittsburgh. We like big goals because when we score them, we all win.
The Pittsburgh Penguins and Mitsubishi Electric have teamed up to transform the game day experience with the new state-of-the-art Diamond Vision video display system. See this display in action and find out why they are known as the makers of amazing by visiting MitsubishiElectric.com today.
Hey, Pens fans, Colby Armstrong here. As the official security partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins, the local team here at Vector Security is committed to protecting homes and businesses throughout southwestern PA. They are headquartered here. Their families eat, shop, and go to school and church in our communities. So they have a vested interest in keeping the homes and businesses of our neighbors safe and secure. Visit vectorsecurity.com/pens for a free security assessment that will address your unique needs. That's vectorsecurity.com/pens.
The Steel City knows a thing or two about winners. When it comes to environmental services, Waste Management has been winning for over 50 years. We have over 45,000 MVPs on our roster across North America, from truck drivers to sales professionals and everything in between. And right now we're looking for Pittsburgh area professionals to join our winning team, because doing what's right for our planet is vital work, best tackled together. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and tons of other perks. Start your career by visiting careers.wm.com. That's careerswm.com.
This is the First Intermission Report, brought to you by your neighborhood Ford store. Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs are the official vehicles of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, back to the Penguins Radio Network.
And welcome back into our First Intermission Report, with the Penguins trail the Stars 6-0 after one period of play here at PPG Paints Arena. And our old buddy Bob Grove just sent a tweet out that said this is the first time that the Pens have ever allowed 6 goals in an opening period of a home game. It's actually happened 4 times total. The other 3 were in October 30th of 88 against the Rangers. The Pens ended up losing that game 9-2. Then they did it January 26th of 82. They lost to the Islanders 9-2 on that night. And then the 4th of 4 November 23rd of 1978, the Canadians ended up winning 8-4 after scoring 6 on the Penguins in the first period of play. So Pens have some work to do here, and it didn't look great defensively. There were some issues there, but I would say on top of that, you stir in a little bit of goaltending woes. Joel Blomqvist struggled maybe for the first time. I think that we've seen that we really had to raise an eyebrow. He let up a goal in the first shot that he faced. Then the other two weren't necessarily great. The second one that Stankoven scored was a short side through traffic. He had a screen in front of him. One was Erik Karlsson, and then there was Marcus Pettersson tied up with Jamie Benn as they came across when the shot came, and that beat him on the post. So that was a little bit of an ugly one for him, but I think the one that maybe really made you worry is he didn't even try to stop a puck off the back wall whenever the dump-in came from Smith. Marchment picks it up in the high slot after beating Grzelcyk and Letang to the net and picked the corner over Blomqvist. So just a tough situation there. When you look at some of the actual statistics from that period of play, shots on goal, Penguins only had one player with 2, Marcus Pettersson, so that was an outside defenseman shot. They did win 55% of the faceoffs. There were 20 faceoffs in that opening period, so that's going to happen when you have all those goals. That adds faceoffs because they have to have a stop and play for every one that they scored. But the Stars very productive with their shooting percentage. We mentioned it already, just 12 shots on goal. They only had 6 shots wide and or blocked, but 6 of those found pay dirt behind Penguins goaltenders. When we come back, we'll get caught up on the scoreboard, news, notes, and more. So stick with us here on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Penguins Pledge is the Penguins' commitment to a better community and environment. Launched in 2023, Penguins Pledge brings awareness and solutions for a more sustainable society. Together with our Pledge champion partners, PPG, U.S. Steel, Endra Energy, Wesco, Coca-Cola, and EQT, the Penguins are excited to inspire our fans and to create action and awareness on issues of environmental and social sustainability. Learn more at PittsburghPenguins.com/Penguins Pledge.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint and taunting the other team in the kindest way. For standing on your seat when I need the support and screaming until your throat hurts because you know it makes a difference. For wearing my number. For being the best teammates a player could ask for. At Highmark, we're proud to be cheering alongside the best teammates. Fans like you. Because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Official health plan of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
They say that the best beer you'll ever taste is the one you had the best time while drinking. The secret to the unmatched satisfaction of Icy Light, victory is sweetest hard-earned. And here, we taste it a lot. Icy Light. A surprisingly easy call.
When the Pens score 5 goals in any game, it's a magic moment from Mr. Magic Car Wash. You get a free Magic Shine Wash, our premier service valued at $25. This huge perk for the best fans in hockey can be redeemed at any of our 16 locations. Mr. Magic, official car wash of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Hey, Pittsburgh fans, this is Phil Bork. In hockey, big goals cause big momentum shifts. As we all know, our Penguins have scored a lot of big goals. As a founding partner of the Penguins, PPG also likes big goals and is pursuing them off the ice to better the Pittsburgh community and the world. Together with the Penguins, PPG increases access to free STEM education through the annual Science at Play and Sticks and STEM events at PPG Paints Arena. We like big goals because when we score them, we all win.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
It's time for the scoreboard.
And welcome back into our first intermission where the Pens trail the Stars 6-0 after one period of play here in Pittsburgh. Brian Metzer here with you. A final from earlier. The Canadians beat the Sabres 7-5. Nick Suzuki, 4 points, 2 goals in the game, and Cole Caulfield scores his 11th and 12th goals of the season for the Canadians. So he is red hot throughout this early stage of this season. Flyers currently ahead of the Sharks 2-0. Johnson and Konechny, the goal scorers there. Konechny up to 8 goals with the one he scored here tonight. Some other face-offs upcoming coming. 8:30, you'll see the Kings go into Calgary. 9 p.m., the Predators will face off against the Avalanche in Colorado, and the late nightcap, the Hurricanes play the Golden Knights at 10 p.m. So a full night of hockey. We'll see if the Penguins can bounce back in the second period, which you'll hear next with Joe Brand and Phil Bork on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Quiet your mind, reduce your stress, and rest easy with channels designed to help you fall asleep easier and faster. Sink into the comforting white noise of a storm shower on Rainfall Radio. Fade out to the soothing sounds of the Sleep Channel, or drift off to nature sounds with Forest Dreams. Find them all in the Sirius XM app, included in all trials and popular plans. Just search Sleep.
The biggest plays.
What a save!
Hits.
Oh, hard hit.
Goals.
McDavid scores!
Tune to NHL Network Radio for the most in-depth hockey talk on the planet.
He is the GM of the Minnesota Wild.
Insiders.
The revenues and the big business.
And the best analysis on the air.
The
NHL on Sirius XM. Hear every team and your hometown call. NHL Network Radio. Sirius XM 91. And on demand with the Sirius XM app.
The National Women's Soccer League Championship game is coming to SiriusXM.
Hey, it's World Cup winner Heather O'Reilly of SiriusXM FC. Join Jessica Charman and me for the first national radio broadcast of the NWSL Final.
That's right, Heather. We'll be taking you through every thrilling moment live from Kansas City.
Join us as we make history at the 2024 NWSL Final on Saturday, November 23rd at 8 Eastern.
And it's on SiriusXM FC channel 157 and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
Join me, Ward Stellick, and Scott Laughlin as we recap the night that was on NHL Morning Skate, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network Radio, Sirius XM 91.
The biggest names in the game.
Trying to get behind Ristolainen, walks in, put it between his legs, shoots it, score!
NHL play-by-play on Sirius XM.
Ray Hudson here with an important announcement. You can listen to your favourite Sirius XM FC shows on the all-new Sirius XM app, now available for all subscribers.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Hockey lives here.
With a shot turned out and broke wide by Aho. He swings a wraparound.
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are brought to you by our founding partners, PPG, official paint of the Penguins.
This is Michael Bunting. Now let's get back to the action called by Joe Brand and the old 2-9er, Phil Bork.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, where unfortunately it's been all Dallas. A 6-0 lead for the Stars through the first 20 minutes. The Penguins on the wrong side of history in two ways. It's the first time they've allowed 6 goals in the first period at home in franchise history. And the Dallas Stars scoring 6 goals on the road in the first period for the first time since the team has relocated to Dallas. They did it back in the Nixon administration as the Minnesota North Stars. 6-0 Dallas. Borky, where do you start?
We're talking from 1967. First time in the history of the Penguins. 6 goals against on home ice.
In the first period. That's what the Grover said.
Got it.
So it's Sidney Crosby against Jamie Benn at center ice. Penguins in their home black sweaters attacking from right to left. The Dallas Stars attacking from left to right. Dallas wins the draw. Our opening faceoff is brought to you by number 1 Cochran. Go one better. Second period is underway as the Penguins chip it on out to the neutral zone. Kessel Lindell feeding it to Wyatt Johnston. Johnston taking it over the Penguins line on the far side. Chips it around the boards. Matt Grzelcyk racing down after it, sends it to Drew O'Connor. Cross-ice pass, a little touch pass with Chris Letang and Crosby over the Dallas Stars line. Far corner, it's loose in behind the cage of Jake Ottinger, who made 7 saves in that first period. This one goes out of play, stopping the action not even a minute into the second period. 6-0 Dallas.
Yeah, I don't mean to jump on the pile, but we're talking stats. Chris Letang was a -4. And on for 5 of the 6 goals against. For the Stars, Mason Marchment is a +3, has a goal and 3 apples, and they've got 4 other players already with multiple point nights.
Miro Heiskanen with 2 goals. He's one shy of his first career hat trick. Mentioned earlier, Tyler Seguin with a goal. That's his career 799th point. He's one away from 800. So we get puck out of play, stopping the action not even a minute into the second period. Still 6-0 Dallas.
No, there's 2 sides to look at this, right, Joe? Let's see what the Penguins are made out of. Let's just see some gumption, right? You know, a guy in the business that used that word, and you know what it means. And then the other side, how are the Dallas Stars going to handle this 6-0 lead? You know, are they just going to try to coast this one, ride the wave into the beach, or are they going to continue to put the foot through the floorboard and pile on the Penguins?
A lot of players and more so coaches will tell you, even if you don't mount a complete comeback, you'd still like to do something to provide a little confidence, provide a little rhythm. Penguins have 2 periods to do so as a shot from center ice of Brian Rust goes right to the glove of Ottinger. Stars work it out of their zone. Rope Hintz takes it to center ice, getting it to Robertson. A give and go as Robertson takes it back near point, dumps it back along the boards in the Penguins' end of the far wall. Chipped ahead to Jesse Puljujärvi. He'll clear it out to center. And then a dumping attempt by Dallas, picked up by Puljujärvi, dumped back into the Dallas end by Pettersson. Over to the far corner, a fight for it as it's pushed along the boards to the near side. Robertson collects, swept back on in by Puljujärvi. Eller paws it down, takes it to the near corner. Tries to kick it along the wall. Pinned along the boards by Robertson. Here's Puljujärvi trying to take it to the crease. Got stripped of the puck. Goes over to the near corner. Penguins keeping it alive in Dallas' zone. Lars Eller stops at a dime at the corner of the trapezoid. Plays it along the near wall to Puljujärvi to Jack St. Ivan. He throws one towards the net. Sailed just a little bit wide as it caught some traffic. Played along the far boards. Tyler Seguin tried to clear it out but couldn't. Penguins still have it in the Dallas zone. And now dumped back in below the goal line. As the Penguins will get a change, Dallas has possession and will re-wrap. Set along the near boards, chipped up into the air over to the Penguins' end. Far corner, it's Jack St. Ivany. Quick stretch pass to Blake Lizotte. He feeds Valtteri Puustinen flying over the Dallas line. Sends a quick shot that Ottinger steers wide with his stick. Scooped up by Beauvillier below the goal line. Plays it along the far wall, but couldn't get all the way over to the far point. For Chris Letang, he has to back up as Dallas takes it out to the neutral zone. Heiskanen already with 2 goals tonight. Takes it to the near corner. Below the goal line, he gets stripped of the puck. Penn send it over to the near side, but onto the stick of Matt Duchene. Cross-ice pass, Esa Lindell throws one towards the net, but couldn't get through Anthony Beauvillier's blocked shot. Now Blake Lizotte galloping in the neutral zone, takes it over the Stars line, dumps it over the near corner, played off the end wall, jumped over the stick of Esa Lindell. Cranked back in there by Ricard Raquel. He scoops it up along the near boards. Grizzly fires one in, and Drew O'Connor tried to ladle it home, but just missed wide. Cleared on out by Dallas. Out to center ice that Grizzly will have. Gives it over to Raquel. Back over to Grizzly. Back skating in his own zone. As Crosby chipped it back to O'Connor. Raquel had to settle it down in the Penguins zone, and now the Pens take it to center ice. Crosby over the Stars line. Tried to chip it to O'Connor. It was cleared out by Dallas. There's now Erik Karlsson. He was about to enter the Stars zone, but then they traded back over to the neutral zone. Loose puck in between the penalty boxes. It's pulled out by the Stars. They flip it along the near boards in the Penguins' end. Marcus Pettersson first to get there in the corner. Sweeps it over to the far side, but kept alive by Dallas at the far wall. It's Harley losing the puck to Erik Karlsson. He sends it back down for Pettersson. A little over 4 minutes into the second period. It is 6-0 Dallas. The Pens chip it back over to the Dallas Stars zone. And taken by Michael Bunting at the near corner. Plays it off the end wall to Brian Rust at the far side. Back to Jack St. Ivany at the far point. Rung along the boards. Stolen by Lyubushkin, though. He clears it out to center ice as it's taken by Logan Stankoven over the Penguins line. And now pried to the puck by Jack St. Ivany as the Pens take the loose puck. Send it over to the far side. Malkin gliding over the Stars line in the slot. Takes it to the near circle. Tried to fire a shot. Pad save Ottinger, though. Michael Bunting chips it over to the far wall. Jack St. Ivany keeps it alive, but now Dallas pushes it out all the way down to the Pens end. Ryan Graves racing it down below the goal line. Looking to get around Wyatt Johnston. He feeds Jack St. Ivany, who takes it over to the far side. Sent over to center ice, jumped off the stick of Jesse Puljujärvi. And Dallas takes it back over the Pens line. Far side, Rope hands cross ice pass. Lundqvist, a shot hit the side of the cage. Now taken by Lars Eller. The Penguins get it out of their zone. Eller dumps it all the way down to Dallas' end, but Nola Chari's the first to get there to wave off icing. From the end wall, tries to play it up to Jesse Puljujärvi, but taken out by the Stars. Out to center ice, settled down by Matt Grzelcyk. He slides it over. Nola Chari, actually, Chris Letang feeds it on the near side over the Stars' end. Chari dumps it into the corner. Plays it off of Brendan Smith, but the Stars defenseman hangs on to the puck. Sends it out over towards the Penguins line. It goes tumbling over in the near half wall, picked up by Matt Grzelcyk. 6-0 Dallas, 6 minutes into this second period. Stretch pass over to Letang. Now cross-ice pass, quick shot, rebound, backhanded attempt by Lizotte, stopped by Ottinger. And still a 6-0 lead for the Stars.
Yeah, about 6 minutes and 2 seconds into this second period. First shots on goal by the Penguins.
Less than 14 minutes left in the second. It's 6-0 Dallas. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Pittsburgh-based EQT Corporation is the top natural gas producer in the United States and is a proud sponsor of the Pittsburgh Penguins' pathway to net zero. EQT is an industry leader in cutting emissions and using our region's clean resources to replace dirtier sources of energy overseas. EQT and the Penguins are focused on achieving key climate goals and reducing emissions across Pittsburgh and beyond. Visit EQT.com to learn more about how EQT is moving towards the future and setting the standard for production of affordable, reliable, and clean energy.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. The UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, where the Penguins trail the Dallas Stars 6-0. Hey, Pens fans, get ready for a brand new Giant Eagle on Noblestown Road. You can meet Iceberg at the grand opening, ribbon cutting on November the 14th, and on November the 16th, meet TK, Tyler Kennedy, and enter for a chance to win an autographed Pens jersey. Giant Eagle is the official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
So the Giant Penguin will be a Giant Eagle?
Yes, he will. I'd like to see that scrap.
I don't know. I think I got my money on an eagle. Although I haven't seen Iceberg in a scrap yet.
He fights dirty. You make it 2 out of 3. Yeah.
Go at your ankles. All right, now the Penguins trying to mount a giant comeback. They trail Dallas 6-0. Less than 14 minutes to go, still in this second period. A lot of time left, but a lot of work to do as well. In the near corner of the Penguins zone, Marcus Pettersson pulls it free, but gets it to Miro Heiskanen, fired a shot from the point, didn't get through. Picked off the end wall as Tyler Seguin rings it along the boards. Over to Matt Duchene in the corner, backhanded pass to Seguin in the circle. He plays it off the end wall. Duchene, tough angle shot, kicked the stick of a Penguin, and then went over to the near side. Dallas still has it alive in the Penguin zone. Great check there by Rickard Rakell, though, to steal a puck from Heiskanen. As Erik Karlsson takes it over the Stars line, dropped it back for Crosby, near circle, tried to cruise in, couldn't handle the puck. Settles it down, takes it over to the far corner, plays it up to the far point for Erik Karlsson, fires it towards the net, caught something, but swept out of there by Ottinger. As Rickard Rakell shoving Esa Lindell into the boards, trying to pry the puck free. Erik Karlsson keeps it alive far point, throws it towards the net, fluttered just a little bit wide. Crosby chases after the loose puck, got it to Graves, who quickly dumped it back in. Over to the far corner, Michael Bunting, up to Jack St. Ivany. Across to Ryan Graves near point. Thrown it towards the net, broken up. Balkin's got it fresh off the bench. He takes it below the goal line, near circle, plays it off the near wall to Graves. Graves cranks it, blockers save Ottinger. Puck alive in the near corner. Graves keeps it alive near half wall. Sends it back down around the boards where Ottinger will stop it. Send it to Heiskanen. He tries to clear it out to the far wall, but kept alive by the Pens. Bunting pulls the puck free, gets it to Malkin, tried to fire it on net, and a pad save by Ottinger as Dallas will clear it out. Jack St. Ivan, he races it down to the near side of the neutral zone, quickly dumps it into Dallas's end of the far corner. Stars ring it along the far boards. It goes tumbling to the neutral zone where Ivany will take it back once again. Michael Bunting sends it over the Stars line. Here's Malkin in between the rings, went for a centering pass, hit off the skate of a Dallas Star. Now Heiskanen's got it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, down to the ice went Brian Rust.
And he's hurt.
Got up softly.
Goodness.
Oh, yeah, he's limping.
Yeah, big collision there between Rust and Ottinger. And Brian Rust is in a boatload of pain, favoring his right leg.
Just his second game back after spending pretty much 2 weeks on IR with a lower body injury. And the Penguins take it over the Stars line. Brian Rust on the Penguins bench right now. As Dallas kicks it out to center ice. Now they start to take it with speed over the Pens line. Here's Lundqvist to steal a drive and a pad save from Nedeljkovic. Penguins sweep it out to the near side. Achari leads Jesse Puljujarvi over the Stars line. He takes a hard hit into the boards by Brendan Smith, and then Achari slams Smith into the boards as well, and he wants to go. This looks like it will be a penalty, but Achari looking to defend his teammate regardless.
Yeah, that's a hit from behind. That's a dirty hit. Brendan Smith plays hard. He plays on the edge, and he's been known to go over that line, which he did right there. You know, in the 6-0 game there. What's your call?
Dallas, number 2, 2 minutes for boarding.
Wow. That should be unacceptable right there by the players that were on the ice to watch their teammate get buried headfirst into the boards. You know, Puljujarvi kind of puts himself in a bad spot, but nonetheless, it's a 6-0 game. And Brendan Smith just taking liberties against Jesse Puljujarvi. That should be unacceptable.
The first power play for the Pens tonight. They trail 6-0. 11 minutes left in this second period. Dallas controls after the draw. Harley takes it over to the far corner. And now it's sent on out, cleared on down to the Penguins' end in the near corner.
Good to see Brian Rust right back out here.
So Rust out there with the top power play unit. As Crosby tried to knife it over the Stars line, he gets it over to the near corner, but scooped up by Labushkin. Swung around the boards, and it goes all the way down to the Penguins' end yet again. 1:30 left on the Pens' power play. Full flight, Erik Karlsson picks up the puck. Takes it up to the neutral zone over the Penguins logo and over the Stars line. Plays it off the near boards for Brian Rust.
Look out.
He got stolen to the puck, and now the Stars take it back. Rope hints on a breakaway, shoots, blockers save, picks up the loose puck. Harley a drive, pad save. Third attempt goes wide.
Who's got the power play here? 3 unbelievable chances for the Dallas Stars. One was a clear-cut breakaway from about 75 feet in, and Alex Nedeljkovic with a couple of circus-like saves.
Well, Dallas with 2 shot attempts on their penalty kill. Pens have yet to have one on the power play. Here's another chance. Heiskanen a drive and a glove save by Nedeljkovic. Freezing the puck with 48 seconds left on the Pens power play. They trail by 6 here in the second.
Wow. There's some sloppy play by the Penguins just inside the Dallas blue line. They turned the puck over, and the Dallas Stars blew the zone. Rupe Hintz knew that there was no Penguin going to get to the loose puck, and he's off to the races and tries to go top blocker on Alex Nedeljkovic, and Ned shut it down quick.
Second unit now out there for the Pens. They win the draw in their own zone as Matt Grzelcyk brings it up to center ice. 35 seconds left on the power play. Bunting over the Stars line. Chipped it over to Beauvillier. Letang keeps it alive with a quick snap pass over to Grzelcyk on the far side. Somebody doesn't have a stick. I think it's one of the Stars.
Lindell.
As Sam Steele plays the puck, gets it out to the neutral zone. Matt Grzelcyk settles it down. Lindell's got his stick back. There's a quick pass over to the near side for Letang. 15 seconds left on the Pens power play. Grzelcyk at the far point with it. The high slot for Bunting. Takes it to the circle. Cruises in. Throws one on net. Got deflected. Went wide.
Might have hit his own teammate, Puljujarvi.
4 seconds left on the power play. Heiskanen playing at it along the end boards. Rung along to the far side. Out of the box comes Smith, and here comes Dallas. They could have numbers. Sam Steele, far side, cuts in, cross-ice pass, and Smith whiffed on the pass as the Penguins take it back out to center ice.
That was a 3-on-1. Nobody saw the man coming out of the box, Brendan Smith, and that went from a penalty kill by the Stars, and you blink, and it was a 3-on-1 going against the Penguins.
Now Johnston takes it back over the Pens line. He fires a shot. Nedeljkovic with a save. Stop the clock with 8:41 left in the second. The Stars lead by 6. We're a little over halfway through. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
To truly go inside the game of pro football, you need to see things from the player's perspective. Let's go! Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, catch the Player's Point. Join NFL tight end Colin Thompson and Packers running back A.J. Dillon as they break down the biggest stories in the NFL.
Hand off A.J. Dillon, powering his way. Touchdown!
The Player's Point. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
24/7 hockey talk.
Kevin Cheveldayoff, Winnipeg Jets. What the heck's with this Kyle Connor? I'm curious what you saw and how it's evolved.
His offensive instinct, really just top end. It's just been one of those guys that, play me with this guy, okay. Play me with that guy, okay. In these last couple of years, he's learned to have the layer of the defensive structure as well. That's just made him a much more complete player.
SiriusXM, NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91. And on your schedule with the SiriusXM app.
The National Women's Soccer League Championship game is coming to SiriusXM.
Hey, it's World Cup winner Heather O'Reilly of SiriusXM FC. Join Jessica Charman and me for the first national radio broadcast of the NWSL Final.
That's right, Heather. We'll be taking you through every thrilling moment live from Kansas City.
Join us as we make history at the 2024 NWSL Final on Saturday, November 23rd at 8 Eastern.
And it's on SiriusXM FC channel 157 and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
See Lexus of North Hills and Rourke Lexus.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh, where the Penguins trail the Dallas Stars 6-0, 8:41 left in the second period. Hey, in Pittsburgh, family matters, and so does tradition. That's why generations of Pittsburghers have trusted Orr's Jewelers for life's biggest moments. Third generation, family-owned Orr's Jewelers, the official jeweler of your Pittsburgh Penguins. Orr's rocks.
6-0 Dallas. Shots on goal in favor of the Stars, 18-12 with 8:41 left in the second period.
Great tribute the Penguins just had with it being Veterans Day. Samuel Sonny from World War II, a Purple Heart recipient. Wearing a Brian Rust jersey. Awesome.
Very awesome. Once again, thank all veterans still here with us and those who aren't. There's an attempt by Dallas to tack another one home. Cleared on out of there by Jesse Puljujärvi. Plays it off the near glass. Well, takes it in the neutral zone. Couldn't get over to the Dallas zone, though, because Lars Eller was there. Dumps it in where Dallas will take it. Clear it out to center ice as Puljujärvi plays it to the near wall. And then half-check Jamie Benn over towards the Penguins bench. A dump back into the Dallas zone. Smith's got it far corner. Overskated the puck. Lars Eller racing after it, but it's cleared on out by the Stars. Wyatt Johnston gives it over to Jamie Benn over the Penguins line. Here's Stankoven in the slot. Loses the puck. Touch pass quickly from Nola Chari. Miss Lars Eller. And the Stars take it right back over the Penguins line. Cross ice pass. Here's Marchment. Great stop by Jack St. Ivany in the crease.
Saved the goal. That was going back door. Probably for a tap-in.
Clearing attempt by Ryan Graves goes right to the palm of one of the Stars. They drop it down, enter the Penguins zone. Jack St. Ivany backhand chips it along the near wall. Michael Bunting gets it to Ryan Graves in the neutral zone, slides it against the far wall, but that'll allow the Penguins to just get a change. Now a quick pass ahead. Mason Marchment over the Penguins line above the near circle. Duchesne, bottom of the circle, back up to Sagan, jumped off his skate. Played on over to Erik Karlsson on the far side. He brings it up to the neutral zone for Brian Rust. Quick snap pass over to Evgeny Malkin on the near side. One hand chips it over to the corner. Heiskanen first to touch it. Plays it along the near wall. Stars break it out to the neutral zone, but Marcus Pettersson chips it back over the Stars line. And a quick stretch pass over to Dallas as Marchment will dump it into the Penguins end. Both teams get a change. 6-0 Stars. Every goal coming in the first period. 6:40 left in this second period. As the Penguins take it over the Stars line, Drew O'Connor far side. Backhand chip blockered out of there by Ottinger. Quickly got it to Robertson as Rope Hintz chips it up into the air. It tumbles to the near circle on the Penguins end. Matt Grzelcyk swings it over to the corner as Dadonov tries to clear it on out, but taken by Drew O'Connor. Pushed ahead to Sidney Crosby, far side. Plays it back over to Raquel. He tried to get a centering pass to O'Connor. Couldn't get it there in time. Now the puck spit free out to the neutral zone. Dallas looking to get it ahead. Matt Grzelcyk stops the puck midair. Dump back into the Penguins end. Stopped by Alex Nedeljkovic. And the Penguins quickly take it over the Stars line. Quick snap pass from Sidney Crosby across ice to Ricard Raquel. Missed him. Played along the far half wall. Dallas gets it out to the neutral zone. 5:50 left in the second period. Sam Steele tried to do a dipsy-do around Matt Grzelcyk, but couldn't keep the puck with him. Now he takes it below the goal line. Colin Blackwell plays it off the far wall. Couldn't keep it alive. Brendan Smith got it out to the neutral zone, and the Stars dump it back into the Penguins' end. Nedeljkovic sends it over to the far side. Quick cross-ice pass to Raquel. Now over to Lizotte. Takes it over the Stars line on the far side. Dumps it over towards the corner. Smith's clearing attempt got interrupted. Now taken by the little 2-2er Maverick Bork. Sent on over to the near wall in between the penalty boxes. Chip back into the Dallas end. Over to the near corner for Smith. Pitches it back to Lundqvist. Still kept alive by the Pens in Dallas' zone until now. It's cleared out to the neutral zone. Over to the far wall. Jack St. Ivany will push it ahead to Blake Lizotte. Back to St. Ivany. He sends it ahead to Valtteri Puustinen over the Stars line. Stops on a dime, half wall. And Anthony Beauvillier banks it home. The Penguins get on the board. Great snap pass by Puustinen. Or was it Blake Lizotte at the near point? Either way, Anthony Beauvillier finally figures out Jake Ottinger. The Penguins trail 6-1.
What a play by Puustinen. And what a finish by Bo. That was absolutely gorgeous. As Puustinen uses his speed, Joe, to gain the blue line. And sounds like he's going to go wide. And then hits the brakes. As soon as he hits the brakes, he takes two quick strides to get to the middle of the ice. And it had to be hard. Had to be on the stick of Beauvillier, who's a left-hand shot coming down the right wing. Got just below the dot, more towards the bottom of the circle. And no hesitation. Doesn't dust it off. Stops it. Pops it. Goes over the blocker of the goaltender, Ottinger. It's now 6-1.
And we go to a break. 6-1 Dallas with little less than 5 minutes left in the second period. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network presented by S&T Bank.
Hey, it's hockey talk time, where teamwork takes the spotlight. In hockey, success begins with a superb lineup, much like our Penguins.
Oh, you got that right, Roger. And speaking of success, Ford's lineup offers a winning combination of power, agility, and leadership.
Ooh, sounds like a dream team to me, Jimmy. With that being said, it's our pleasure to introduce an unbeatable roster. Mustang, F-150, Bronco Sport, and Escape.
Ford, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
From the electricity in PPG Paints Arena to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Penguins hockey. Be there live to cheer them on as the official ticketing partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats for any budget. Get off the couch and into the stands. Grab your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Penguins.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit UPMCSportsMedicine.com. The UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Anthony Beauvillier gets the Penguins on the board. They trail by 5. We've got less than 5 minutes left in this second period. Along with the old 2-9er, Phil Bourque, I'm Joe Brand.
Feeling lucky?
I need to.
Yeah. Tonight's Powerball jackpot now has an estimated annuity of $103 million. Yeah, $103 million So don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Please be 18 or older, and please play responsibly.
We're going to get a penalty here.
This is Achari going to go. Might have saved the goal here. This came right off the faceoff.
There's another chance for Dallas, who already leads 6-1 in this game. 4:42 left in the second, and Achari will go to the box.
Pittsburgh, number 55. 2 minutes for hooking.
Just to play off the faceoff, a faceoff win, and the Stars do the right thing. Nothing fancy. Low, hard shot from the point, with bodies crashing the net, getting positioning on the Penguins defenseman, and then behind Achari. And Achari trying to lift the stick of, that was the youngster. Stankoven, yeah. Off to the power play, go the Stars.
Dallas 1 for 1 on their power play. Tyler Seguin with the goal back in the first period. Dallas came into this game struggling on their power play, but they've done anything but struggle tonight. So it'll be Drew O'Connor with Brian Russ, Marcus Pettersson, and Chris Letang out there on the kill. Penguins can't clear it on out. Heiskanen takes it to the high slot, throws one on net, stopped by Nedeljkovic, and then Pettersson chips it forward to him so he can freeze it. 10 seconds into this Coppers penalty kill at 6-1 Dallas late in the second.
Well, the Stars no longer have Joe Pavelski, who has retired, but they do have guys like Jamie Benn and Jason Robertson. These are some big bodies that will go to the net. Mason Marchment. They go there and they stay there.
Rope Hintz fired one over to the near corner. Heiskanen plays it down to Robertson. To Ben in the corner. Back to Robertson. Back up to Heiskanen. Now to Hintz above the far circle. Robertson at the near circle. Cross to Heiskanen above the far circle. He throws one wide over to the corner. Raced down by Lars Eller. Taken by Dallas. Jamie Benn up to the top for Heiskanen. He unloads and blocked by Brian Rust. 1:20 left on the Coppers penalty kill. Dallas leads by 5 late in the second. Heiskanen in the high slot with it. Over to Rope Hintz above the circle. Fired it. Blocked again. It goes out to the neutral zone. Down to a minute on this Coppers penalty kill for the Pens. Heiskanen takes it over the Penguins line. Robertson got it to Stankoven. In the corner, Marcus Pettersson wraps up Heiskanen with a bear hug in the near corner. Puck chipping free as Drew O'Connor tries to swat it out. He'll finally get possession of it. Chip it forward over to the Dallas Stars end. Races down to the near half wall and plays it as the Penguins will get a change. Just eating away time on the Coppers penalty kill, down to 40 seconds now. Blake Lizotte tries to eat more time. Stripping Marchment of the puck. Now it's taken by Stankoven. He pitches it back to Heiskanen. 30 seconds left on the Coppers penalty kill. And Sagan's got it in the near circle. Taken down to the near corner. Laid on up to Duchesne. He cruises in. Sagan whiffed on a one-timer. Second attempt gets stopped by Nedeljkovic, and he stamps his glove in between his legs, freezing the puck on the blue paint with 20 seconds left in the Coppers penalty kill. Penn still down by 5.
And he makes the initial save, and then 2 or 3 after, as the Stars just getting positioning on the Penguins in front of the net. A lot of stick waving by the Penguins. Boy, you'd like to see somebody end up on their wallet there, as Nedeljkovic has the puck in his left pad, but need a little bit of help there so he could get the glove on it, as the Stars just never gave up on it, trying to chisel it underneath the left pad of Alex Nedeljkovic.
Dallas wins the draw in their own zone. Still 15 seconds left on the power play. Up to Harley in the slot. He fired it towards the net, got deflected, skimmed the netting. 11 seconds left on the Coppers penalty kill. Dallas up by 5 late in the second.
November the 16th, the Penguins will take on the San Jose Sharks. So I'm calling all deadheads. That's the Grateful Dead night here at PPG Paints Arena. Again, Saturday, November the 16th. We'll have live music from the jam band, The Cause. Get your tickets today at PittsburghPenguins.com, and also the 5-game flex. No fees for the 5-game flex. Customize your own 5-gamer.
Penguins kill off the Coppers penalty kill. They trail by 5 in this one, but nothing to do but keep on trucking. Sent along the boards to the near wall. Sent over to the far side as Dallas has it back in the Penguins zone. Quick shot pass over to Duchesne towards the slot. He backhand chips it. Tyler Seguin at the far corner. Curls around in the circle to Duchesne, to Harley. Throws one towards the net, tumbling wide. And it goes over to the far corner, raced down by Robertson. Sagan plays it along the far boards. Crosby sends it to Malkin. They do a little give and go in the neutral zone to Ryan Graves over the Stars line. Chips it in along the near boards. As Harley overskated it. Pitched it out, though, to Robertson, who backhand slides it to the neutral zone. 2-minute warning of this second period. Penguins down 6-1. Evgeny Dadonov gives it to Miro Heiskanen, who again has 2 goals in this game. Clears it down to the Penguins end. Jumps off the shelf. Alex Nedeljkovic stops it with his stick. Feeds it to Matt Grzelcyk as Malkin touches it back to Ricard Raquel. Back over to Malkin over the Stars line. Dumped into the far corner. Then chipped on out of there by Esa Lindell. Settled down by Matt Grzelcyk of the Pens. He gives it to Erik Karlsson with a stretch pass to Ricard Raquel in between the penalty boxes. Ships it over the Stars line to the near corner. Lindell tries to sweep it out. Grzelcyk can't keep it alive at the near point. Has to settle it down in the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass from Karlsson. Beauvillier plays it off the near wall. Chipped down forward to Blake Lizotte. Beauvillier chases after the loose puck in the near corner. Puustinen tries to keep it alive along the near wall. Fight for it in that near corner as we reach the final minute of this second period at 6-1 Dallas. Sent out to the neutral zone, a race for it that Chris Letang wins. He fed it to Marcus Pettersson, back over to Letang. And Blake Lizotte knives it down over the Stars end of the far corner. Rope Hintz getting it to Wyatt Johnston. Now back over to Hintz, who will send it over the Penguins line to the near corner. 35 seconds left in this second period. 6-1 Dallas. As Chris Letang plays keep away with the puck. Got it to Pettersson. Over to the far side, Valtteri Puustinen trying to get it to Sidney Crosby. Dallas has it back. They crank it along the boards over into the Penguins' end. Far half wall. It jumps over the stick, but Dallas keeps it alive. Now it's Lundqvist firing a shot. Didn't get through traffic. Loose puck goes over to the near corner. 10 seconds left in this second period. Swung over to the far side for Puustinen, and he clears it on out. Crosby races after it, but it's kept down by Smith. Dumps it back over to the Penguins side. And this second period comes to a close. Penguins with the only goal in it. Anthony Beauvillier getting past Jake Ottinger, but it's 6-1 Dallas through 40 here in Pittsburgh. Shots on goal in favor of the Stars, 23-13.
Well, I think it's safe to say the Penguins stopped the bleeding. I think that's safe to say, but, you know, that's kind of just getting your head above water. So I would like to see some more fight, some more jam from the Penguins. But they got 20 minutes left to do that.
20 minutes to mount a 5-goal comeback. The Dallas Stars, with all 6 of their goals in the first period. Anthony Beauvillier, the lone tally for the Pens so far. The final period coming up after our second intermission report. That'll be with Brian Metzer. He just walked into the booth. Metz will break down that second period and have tweets with the old 2-9er. It's all here on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are brought to you by our founding partners, FedEx, official delivery company of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
With FedEx One Rate, you can ship to your student for a simple, predictable flat rate. Send a box full of home-baked treats that say, "Your father and I miss you." Or send a box full of instant noodles that says, "Your father and I would like you to stop asking us for money." Either way, one rate fits all. FedEx One Rate. 2-day shipping, one flat rate. Starting at $14.50. Visit FedEx.com/OneRate for details. Exclusions apply.
Keeping your home warm in the winter and cold in the summer, Mitsubishi Electric is a top manufacturer of heating and air conditioner products, and they're hiring. To elevate your career in engineering, project management, product assembly, and more, visit MEPPI.com/career.
The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette delivers the news that matters to you. We deliver coast to coast with award-winning coverage of world events. We deliver in the zone with the latest local news in your community. We deliver whether you're home or away, with on-the-fly digital access. And of course, we deliver on the ice with hard-hitting hockey coverage and in-depth news from around the league. For Pittsburgh and the greatest hockey fans around, nobody delivers like the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
They say that the best beer you'll ever taste is the one you had the best time while drinking. The secret to the unmatched satisfaction of Icy Light, victory is sweetest hard-earned. And here, we taste it a lot. Icy Light. A surprisingly easy call.
Shop and Save and Sunoco both know that running on empty is never an option on the ice. It's all about performing your best and staying full of energy. On the road, it's no different. Fuel up with the best and redeem Shop and Save pump perks at over 140 participating Sunoco locations. We make it easy to fill your tank so that you can head to the rink and witness more moments like these. Shop, save, enjoy life.
Now it's time for the second period recap, brought to you by Giant Eagle. Now back to the Penguins Radio Network.
And welcome into our second intermission report, where the Pens now trail the Stars just 6-1. They got one on the board. Anthony Beauvillier scored his fourth of the season from Puustinen and St. Ivany at 15:03. It was a nice goal off the rush. Brian Metzer here with you, by the way. And, St. Ivany gets the puck up. Puustinen gets it, feeds Beauvillier as he's cutting to the net, and he lets a shot fly and beats Jake Ottinger for the only Penguins goal of the night so far. Just 6 shots for the Penguins in that period, though. They yielded 11 the other way, and that was the story of the period for me in a way. Alex Nedeljkovic really settled in and made some really quality saves. He made a pair between 9:35 and 9:38 on Hintz and Harley. Just glorious chances that they had. Then the Penguins gave them a power play opportunity with Noel Acciari in the box. They had shots from Heiskanen, Sagan, Johnson, in which Ned kicked those all away. So that was good to see. Sagan's actually was wide. They got a block on that one for him. But bunch of shots on goal, bunch of saves by Ned, giving the team a chance just to stop the bleeding a bit, if you will, and to kind of hold them in the hockey game, to keep it just 6 goals. We'll see if they can find a way to chip a little more away at it. Because in situations like this, sometimes you put a bad period together and you can't overcome it, but you can still focus on winning the next 2 periods and give yourself a little bit of mo. Because when you look at the past week of Penguins hockey, it wasn't terrible. I mean, it was actually one of their best weeks of the season. They went and put together, I believe it was a 2-1-1 record, and that's a pretty good thing for themselves. They actually had 3 wins in their last 5 when you look back on it. They beat the Ducks, they beat Montreal, got a point out of the Islanders, and then lost to Carolina, found a way to beat the Caps the other night as well. So we'll see if they can continue to do so. When we come back, we're going to tweet the old 2-9er. Tweet us at Penguins Live or at Brian_Metzer, and Borky answers those for you next on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
This is the S&T Bank second period instant radio replay.
Brought to you by S&T Bank, proud presenting sponsor of the Penguins Radio Network.
Back to St. Ivany. He sends it ahead to Valtteri Puustinen over the Stars line. Stops on a dime, half wall. And Anthony Beauvillier banks it home. The Penguins get on the board. Great snap pass by Puustinen. Or was it Blake Lizotte at the near point? Either way, Anthony Beauvillier finally figures out Jake Ottinger. The Penguins trail 6-1.
Is the Penguins' commitment to a better community and environment. Launched in 2023, Penguins Pledge brings awareness and solutions for a more sustainable society. Together with our Pledge champion partners, Davey Tree, Excelitas, Duquesne Light Company, WM and Bradenton Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Penguins are excited to inspire our fans and to create action and awareness on issues of environmental and social sustainability. Learn more at PittsburghPenguins.com/Penguins Pledge.
Black and gold are the colors that not only honor our city, but our sports. Together, we're proud sponsors of the early mornings, dedication, breakaway goals, excitement, losing your voice, and passion. We are black and gold. We are Ford, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Stay in the heart of the action at the Landing Hotel at Rivers Casino. Enjoy free valet parking and a complimentary breakfast with panoramic views of downtown Pittsburgh. Stay just steps away from the casino with easy access to all the hottest games, a variety of delicious dining options, and exciting entertainment you can't find anywhere else. Pittsburgh is your new destination for weekend getaways, weddings, corporate events, and more. Book your stay today at thelandinghotelpgh.com.
At GetGo, quality is at the core of every menu item. Our 3 expert chefs fine-tune every detail, from how classic and unexpected flavors complement each other to the order each fresh ingredient is added, so that every sub, burger, salad, wrap, drink, and app is crafted for craveability. And we're always searching for bold new recipes and ways to improve your favorites. Order amazing at Get-Go Cafe and Market today. Better, believe it.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. The UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Tweet the old 2-9er.
Trail the Stars 6-1 after 2 here in Pittsburgh on this Veterans Day. Brian Metzer here with you, and thanks to the vets out there. Joined now by the old 2-9er, Phil Bork, because it's time to tweet the old 2-9er. And Borky, there's a lot of doom and gloom. You and I were just talking about it here that some of the folks had. But I like this one, and it's something that comes to my mind. Mr. V wants to know, how come Sully doesn't use his timeout sometimes when those goals are starting to go in? It seems like he waits and waits and waits. Eventually it might come, but he doesn't often pull the trigger on it.
No, and thank you, Mets, for thanking the vets.
Of course.
You said, who's that, Mr. V?
Yes.
Mr. V, that's a great question. You know, I'm gonna pause my answer because I'm gonna ask Sully.
Okay.
You know why he has, but he chooses most times not to use his timeout. And as I mentioned, I was kind of kidding with Joe, and I've kidded with you before. It's a trick question. How many timeouts does a coach have per game? Everybody's like, oh, that's a dumb question, Borky. It's 1. No, it's 10. You have 3 broadcasting timeouts per period, plus the one that the league gives you. So 3, 3, 3, and 1 is 10. And I don't see many coaches using that broadcast timeout. That way, when you really need the one the league gives you, you keep it in your pocket.
Yep.
And so, I don't know. I'll ask Sully. I don't have a good answer for you. And we'll continue that conversation later.
A lot of times it seems like guys are kicking snow in the circle when they should be being called over and coached up a bit. Sean wanted to know if you can remember a time in your career where a team went into a similar rut like this team has been.
Yeah.
I know they're coming off a decent week, but what advice do you have for them to try and turn it around and start stacking some wins?
Challenge each other. I don't want the coach in there. I don't want the coach yelling and screaming. Hold each other accountable, but do it in a loving way, in a professional way. I mean, you don't want to be a jerk about it, but I think I always felt that if a player on my team challenged me, he's challenging himself too.
Yep.
Because if your house isn't getting clean, then how can you challenge my house, right? And so maybe I'm old school, Mets, but I enjoyed being challenged by my teammates to be better. Because I always felt like they were challenging themselves.
And Morgan, you know, she checks in with us almost every game. She said, can you give her one positive thing or one thread that she can hang her hat on about this game so far?
About this game?
Yeah. Or I guess in general, for where things are.
Valtteri Pustin made a tremendous play to Anthony Beauvillier.
It was a nice one.
And you got something by your fourth line. So, go with that. And listen, this is the one thing I'll say to you. Sam Poulin has been called up, former first-round pick.
Yep.
And after a game like this and the way things have gone the first 2 periods, you would think that Sam Poulin might get a sniff in that game against Detroit coming up in a couple days. So maybe that's something to whet your appetite to see if Sam Poulin, I'm not asking him to walk on water here, but he might be a guy that might give you a little bump and a little juice.
He's having a decent year down there, so we'll see how it goes. Borky, thanks for this.
Okay, pal.
That is the old 2-9er. You can tweet him each and every second intermission at Penguins Live. When I come back, I'll get you caught up on the scoreboard more on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are brought to you by our founding partners, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, because life.
Dear team, thanks for showing up for me with the best face paint and taunting the other team in the kindest way. For standing on your seat when I need the support and screaming until your throat hurts because you know it makes a difference. For wearing my number. For being the best teammates a player could ask for. At Highmark, we're proud to be cheering alongside the best teammates. Fans like you. Because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Official health plan of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
In life and on the ice, the action moves fast. You need a solid team ready to back you up no matter what happens. With S&T Bank, get the ultimate playbook for achieving your financial goals. Our dedicated bankers have the strategy that'll help you score big. When it's time to set up a winning strategy, S&T Bank will get you in the game. Stop by a branch today or visit stbank.com/PensRadio to learn more. S&T Bank, member FDIC.
Pittsburgh-based EQT Corporation is the top natural gas producer in the United States and is a proud sponsor of the Pittsburgh Penguins' pathway to net zero. EQT is an industry leader in cutting emissions and using our region's clean resources to replace dirtier sources of energy overseas. EQT and the Penguins are focused on achieving key climate goals and reducing emissions across Pittsburgh and beyond. Visit EQT.com to learn more about how EQT is moving towards the future and setting the standard for production of affordable, reliable, and clean energy.
Get the official NHL app to watch, read, and listen to all the deeks.
All I can say is absolutely wow.
All the sauce. All the saves. All the hits. All the snipes. All the sellies.
He scores! Unbelievable!
All the hockey. If it's hockey, it's here. Listen to every NHL game for free, now with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Download the official NHL app now.
Penguin fans love to shake things up with the best handcrafted milkshakes you'll find anywhere. The Milkshake Factory is the only place you'll find the amazing array of flavors like campfire s'mores, banana foster, and chocolate-dipped strawberry. Milkshake Factory has been serving up hand-spun milkshakes and house-made chocolates since 1914. It's a flavor utopia. Find a location near you at milkshakefactory.com. It's time for the scoreboard.
And welcome back into our second intermission where the Penguins trailed the Stars 6-1 after 2 here in Pittsburgh. Taking a look around the league at some of the other action. Flyers now have opened up a 3-2 lead on the Sharks after 2 periods of play. Michkov, his 5th of the season. Johnson, his first, connecting his 8th. Granlund, the former Penguin, up to 7 goals on the season. And Thompson, his 2nd in that hockey game. Kings and Flames are just a few minutes into their hockey game. Scoreless, 15-18 of the first period there. Canadians did beat the Sabres earlier today, 7-5, and the Preds will play the Avs a little bit later this evening, and the Hurricanes play the Golden Knights. Should mention that in that Canadians game, I said it earlier, but I want to mention it again. Cole Caulfield, everyone thinks he's this little diminutive guy, but he is a sniper, and he had 2 more goals in that hockey game. When we come back here, third period action from Pittsburgh between the Stars and Pens. Joe Brand and Phil Bork have it for you on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Every NFL Sunday, you'll hear all the big plays on SiriusXM NFL Radio's Sunday Drive.
Touchdown, Buffalo!
Follow the entire league without changing the channel.
Chiefs are in the red zone. Let's go out to Kansas City.
Plus, fantasy football updates and post-game interviews.
From Baltimore, tight end Mark Andrews.
The Sunday Drive brings you closer to the NFL. Sundays noon to 8 Eastern on NFL Radio Channel 88 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
The biggest plays.
What a save!
Hits.
Oh, hard hit.
Goals.
McDavid scores!
Tune to NHL Network Radio for the most in-depth hockey talk on the planet.
He is the GM of the Minnesota Wild.
Insiders.
The revenues and the big business.
And the best analysis on the air. The NHL on SiriusXM. Hear every team and your hometown call. NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91. And on demand with the SiriusXM app.
The National Women's Soccer League Championship game is coming to SiriusXM.
Hey, it's World Cup winner Heather O'Reilly of SiriusXM FC. Join Jessica Charman and me for the first national radio broadcast of the NWSL final.
That's right, Heather. We'll be taking you through every thrilling moment live from Kansas City.
Join us as we make history at the 2024 NWSL final on Saturday, November 23rd at 8 Eastern.
And it's on SiriusXM FC channel 157 and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
Join me, Bort Stellick, and Scott Laughlin as we recap the night that was on NHL Morning Skate, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network Radio, SiriusXM 91.
The biggest names in the game.
Trying to get behind Ristolainen, walks in, put it between his legs, shoots it, scores!
NHL play-by-play on SiriusXM. The best hockey lives here.
Burns gets it back. Stick handles to the backhand. Loose in front. Score!
NHL play-by-play on SiriusXM.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
The best hockey lives here.
Back to Rick.
SiriusXM NHL Network Radio.
The Pittsburgh Penguins are brought to you by our founding partners, Coca-Cola and the new Coke Zero, founding partner of the Penguins.
This is Matt Grzelcyk. Now let's get back to the action called by Joe Brand and the old 2-9er Phil Bourque.
Period 3 about to commence here in Pittsburgh. The Penguins trailing the Dallas Stars 6-1. After Dallas put up all 6 in the first period, Anthony Beauvillier, the lone goal for the Pens so far. Pens will now be attacking from left to right in their home black sweaters. The Dallas Stars in their road white sweaters attacking from right to left. 20 minutes left to at least gain some momentum for the next game, Borky. That's a small battle. There's still a big battle, but that's the small battle for right now.
No, that's the way you have to look at it. Listen, nobody's going to come in on a white horse and save the day. It's all up to you in the room there. The coaches probably can't do too much right now, can't say too much right now. So whether it's for yourself or for your teammates, maybe for your family that might be watching, play with pride, play with passion.
Penguins will welcome in the Detroit Red Wings on Wednesday. Day of practice tomorrow. The final 20 minutes of this one starting right now. Our opening faceoff brought to you by number 1 Cochrane. Go one better. Dallas now brings it over into the Penguin zone. Dadonov rings it along the boards over to the end wall. Swept back with a backhand chip over to Jason Robertson to the near half wall. Chris Letang with a hard hit on Rope Hintz in behind Nedeljkovic's net. Pries the puck out. Crosby's got it. They'll dump it over into Dallas's end, actually right onto the stick of Jake Ottinger as both teams get a change. It's taken by Harley. Slides it up on the far side of the captain, Jamie Benn, over the Penguins line. Now drops it back. Johnston a drive, and that sailed off the glove of Alex Nedeljkovic. You've been talking about Joe Pavelski no longer being on this Dallas Stars team, Borky. Pavelski, as this one is offside on the Pens over the Stars line. Pavelski used to house Wyatt Johnston. This is Johnston's third year in the league, but his first without living with the Joe Pavelski family.
Spreading the wings. Probably the living La Vida Loca. And Big D down there in Dallas. Yeah, this is a well-oiled team. The general manager, Jim Nill, 2-time GM of the year. I don't know what else they need, really. All the pieces are here for them. Just been not been able to get to the dance. Got to the front door the last 2 years in the Western Conference Final, but have not been able to get to the Stanley Cup Final.
They're constantly touted as one of the deepest teams in the NHL. As you mentioned in the pregame show, they've got a lot of veteran status. As there's a turnover. Carlson with a drive. It didn't get through, though. Dallas will take it back out to the neutral zone. It's still heavily laden on their youth. And the promise of it is Puljujärvi unloads and a save by Ottinger. Swung around the near boards. As Dallas takes it out to center ice, Marchman will pitch it back over to the Penguins and lays for it in the far corner between Duchesne and Ryan Graves, pulled out by Lars Eller. Eller will flip it to Anthony Beauvillier, who has the only goal for the Pens, and now Valtteri Puustinen blasting over the Stars line on the far side, got taken down to the ice. Fans want to call, no whistle blown. So the Stars try to take it over the Penguins line, sent over to Nedeljkovic. He stops it with his stick and then slides it to his right for Jack St. Ivany. St. Ivany gets away from a couple of Stars players. And now it's taken by Dallas. Cross-ice pass. Shot coming. Shoulder save. Nedeljkovic on Bourque. As Puustinen starts to accelerate in the neutral zone, dumps it into the far corner of Dallas's end. Blake Lizotte muscling his way to the puck in the far corner. Trying to push it along the wall for Anthony Beauvillier, but Colin Blackwell's in the middle of it. Pens chip it over to the end wall, but sent over to the near corner by Dallas, rung along to the near point. Matt Grzelcyk will chip it up into the air, but Puustinen touched it for offside. 3 minutes into this third, 6-1 Dallas.
Injured? Call the expert personal injury attorneys at Shenderovich and Fishman. They handle all types of injury cases, and their fee is only 25%, not 40%, like other law firms. They're smart, aggressive, experienced, and have a 99.7% success rate. So that means they win. Car accidents, motorcycle wrecks, tractor-trailer crashes, dog bites, any accident, 25%. And there's never a fee unless they win. Shenderovich and Fishman. 1-888-98-TWINS. They've got your back, not your wallet.
Sidney Crosby takes it over the Stars line in the near side, but his backhanded pass, trying to center it, got taken away by Dallas. They swing it out to the neutral zone and push it over the Penguins line, leaving it back for Dadonov. Far circle, fired a shot. Saved by Nedeljkovic. Skimmed the netting, though. 3.5 minutes into this third period. It's 6-1 Dallas.
You know, partner, we talk about Mike Sullivan and David Quinn and their relationship, but how about the relationship between Peter DeBoer and Steve Spott, the assistant coach? It goes back all the way since they were teenagers at the age of 16. They were in Plymouth and Kitchener. Assistant coach was Spott, DeBoer the head coach. They won the Mem Cup in 2003. And, you know, this bond goes all the way back to 2001 when Peter DeBoer's wife was pregnant with twins. One survived. His name is Matthew. He's playing at Holy Cross right now. The other twin did not make it. And it was devastating for the DeBoer family. And there for him on that day, on September the 1st in 2002, was Steve Spott. They're like brothers. They've been everywhere together. San Jose, Vegas, and now here in Dallas. Inseparable. Peter DeBoer and Steve Spott.
DeBoer and Paul Maurice go back too, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Kind of had a whole, I mean, obviously they play each other twice a year, but reacquainted during that global series out in Finland. DeBoer, by the way, inching closer to becoming the 20th most winningest head coach in NHL history all time as we get icing by the Dallas Stars. He's closing in on his 621st career win. He would move past Brian Murray. Number 19, Jacques Martin.
Yeah, when you think of a couple coaches in the league that have not won, been around a long time, the one was Paul Maurice. You talk about a good guy, right? I mean, he's a media darling, number one. Players love playing for him. But next on that list would be that guy right there, Peter DeBoer.
Right now he's got his team, the Dallas Stars, ahead of the Penguins, 6-1. A little over 15 minutes left in regulation. Ryan Graves collects in the neutral zone, dumps it into the Dallas end. Ottinger out of his net to stop it. Harley chips it over to Lyubushkin. Penguins disrupt the pass. Tumbling puck goes to the neutral zone, and it's sent back in and around the boards by Jack St. Ivany. Lyubushkin now clears it out to center ice, but the Penguins take it right back. Here's Blake Lizotte accelerating far side, takes it towards the crease, goes for a backhand shot, and stopped by Ottinger. As Blake Lizotte went coast to coast. Tried to cruise in through the crease. He's denied by Otter, though. 6-1 Dallas still.
Lizzo robbed by Otter. I like that. And I'll tell you what, man, Blake Lizotte, if you're looking for a little bit of a good story here in this game here with the Penguins down 6-1, it's probably been Blake Lizotte. He's been very noticeable. And he's a bit of a water bug out there, but again, for his size, He makes things happen, and he's absolutely fearless out there.
Lizotte's 6th game since returning from IR, dealt with the concussion during the preseason as Chris Letang picks up the puck. In the near circle, throws one towards the net, got it to Puustinen. He couldn't fire a shot. Lizotte's try kicked out of there.
In too tight.
Dallas will take it out to the neutral zone. Swatted down by Chris Letang, but Dallas playing it. And now they fire a shot on Nedeljkovic that he'll freeze, stopping any pressure with 14:26 left in regulation. 6-1 Dallas.
Ready for some birthdays?
I would love some.
Here we go. Jean-Gabriel Pageau, 32. Chris Kelly, 44. Steve Konowalchuk, 52. Brian Cullen, 91. Brian Cullen is the uncle of former Penguin John Cullen. Barry was John's dad. He passed away in 2022 at the age of 87. And Harry Lumley, the Hockey Hall of Famer, also won the Stanley Cup with Detroit, and he won the Vezina in 53-54. Harry Lumley, who we lost back in 1998 at the age of 71. If he was still here, he'd be celebrating his 98th birthday. So happy birthday, boys.
There's a turnover by the Pens, but Dallas quickly takes it back. They chip it up into the air and dump it over into the Penguin zone. Well, a quick search tells me it's Leonardo DiCaprio's birthday as well.
Oh, Leo.
50th birthday.
One of my faves. Big 5-0 for Leo.
A lot of faves.
Woo, woo. Imagine that party.
Kind of wish I was there. 13:46 left in regulation. 6-1 Dallas as we get a puck out of play in our first break of this third. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network presented by S&T Bank.
To truly go inside the game of pro football, you need to see things from the player's perspective.
Let's go.
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, catch the player's point. Join NFL tight end Colin Thompson and Packers running back A.J. Dillon as they break down the biggest stories in the NFL.
Hand off A.J. Dillon, powering his way. Touchdown!
The Player's Point. Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
The biggest plays.
What a save!
Hits.
Oh, hard hit.
Goals.
McDavid scores!
Tune to NHL Network Radio for the most in-depth hockey talk on the planet.
He is the GM of the Minnesota Wild.
Insiders.
The revenues and the big business.
And the best analysis on the air.
Alex Ovechkin!
The NHL on SiriusXM. Hear every team and your hometown call. NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91. And on demand with the SiriusXM app.
The National Women's Soccer League Championship game is coming to SiriusXM.
Hey, it's World Cup winner Heather O'Reilly of SiriusXM FC. Join Jessica Charman and me for the first national radio broadcast of the NWSL Final.
That's right, Heather. We'll be taking you through every thrilling moment live from Kansas City.
Join us as we make history at the 2024 NWSL Final on Saturday, November 23rd at 8 Eastern.
And it's on SiriusXM FC channel 157 and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
.com/one rate for details. Exclusions apply.
Less than 14 minutes left in regulation. Penguins trailing the Dallas Stars right now 6-1. Along with the old 2-9er Phil Bourque, I'm Joe Brand. Pens got off to a rough start with this one. Dallas scoring the first 6 goals all in the first period. Penguins with only 1 goal to show so far. They do win the draw in Dallas' zone, throwing one on net, but Ottinger is there as he makes his 18th save of the night.
You have to figure Jake Ottinger and Connor Hellbuck are 2 lead ponies for Mike Sullivan's USA team in February for the 4 Nations.
That's apparently what the Winnipeg Jets fans were chanting the last game. Something about Ottinger being a backup.
Oh. Icing here against the Stars.
Now, as much smack talk as they do, it's...
How would that chant go, Joe? Give me a little sample.
I only heard about it at morning skate today.
Okay.
Something...
Allegedly?
Our guys back up. Something like that.
Oh, our guys back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Those Canadians.
There, Carlson fires a shot wide. Marcus Pettersson cranks it in to keep it alive, but right to the belly of Ottinger. Still 6-1 Dallas.
That's actually funny considering he got pulled in that game.
Right.
That they were kind of rubbing their nose in it, or rubbing Otter's nose in it, if you will.
Yeah, Ottinger has kind of been up and down. In his last 3 games, he's allowed 11 goals.
Yeah.
2 of those, or rather 10 of those coming in 2 games. He picked up a win against the Blackhawks 2 games ago. Now trying to right his ship against the Penguins here tonight. Here's a centering pass as Marchman didn't get a clean handle on a one-timer, just gliding in. Dallas still with it. Quick shot by Sagan. That's patted out of there by Nedeljkovic. Marchman tried to get a centering pass to Duchesne again. Sent out to the near point. Lindell a drive and a save by Nedeljkovic. Didn't know where the puck was. Luckily it was saved by Pettersson. Now Erik Karlsson takes it to center ice, but then makes a U-turn, back skating in his own zone. Gets it to Matt Grzelcyk, who pushes it ahead to Lars Eller. Taking it over the Stars line for Malkin. Cross-ice pass, Grzelcyk jumped off his stick at the far circle, takes it to the corner, went for a centering pass, jumped over a stick of one of the Stars. And Dallas clears it on out. Here comes Dodonov speeding over the Penguin line from the near circle. Got pride of the puck from Matt Grzelcyk with a good check.
Great recovery there by Grzelcyk.
Nola Chari will pick up the loose puck on the far side. Take it up to the neutral zone. Backhand swatted over to the Dallas end. Swinging around behind the net is Brendan Smith. Pushes it up to Robertson. Robertson near circle. Holds on. Fires. Got deflected as Ryan Graves got in the way of it. Swung around the boards over to the far point. Lundqvist takes it at the far circle. Fired a shot wide. Smith picks up the puck off the near wall. Now Dodonov behind the net. Plays it over to the near corner. Surrounded by a couple of black sweaters, but Smith's got it near point. Throws one towards the net. Caught a couple of pieces and then tumbles wide right. Chris Letang trying to shovel the puck out. Kept alive by Dallas. Here's Smith with it. Cross ice pass to Lundqvist. He fires it towards the net. That's seared wide. Scooped up by Lars Eller on the near side. He'll finally get it to the neutral zone. His clearing attempt hit off the referee. And now taken by Robertson over the Penguins line to the near circle. Dumps it into the corner as Dallas gets a change. Lars Eller getting back to the bench after serving a shift over a minute and a half. Penguins try to dump it in again, but once again it hit the linesman. And now Dallas sends it back the other way. Swept out of there by Marcus Pettersson, but the Stars collect in the neutral zone. They push it ahead to center ice. Cross ice pass to Sam Steele. He plays it off the near wall, but Jack St. Ivan, he got underneath his stick, stole the puck. Now Colin Blackwell keeps it alive at the near point. Marcus Pettersson feeds it to Blake Lizotte from the neutral zone. He dumps it into Dallas's end. Onager out of his net to swing it over to the near corner. 6-1 Dallas with 10:30 left in regulation. The Pens recollecting their own zone. Erik Karlsson got stolen of the puck. Steele's got it right in the crease. Fires a shot and a save by Nedeljkovic. Point blank to keep it a 5-goal deficit for the Pens.
Well, Erik Karlsson just serving up a pizza right there. And Alex Nedeljkovic is making a huge save on Sam Steele. I'm just not sure what Erik Karlsson's thinking. He's getting pressured by two Stars. They're right in his face, and he still tries to throw it up the middle of the ice. Ay, ay, ay.
"30 shots for the Dallas Stars in this one, 20 for the Pens. Again, Dallas leads 6-1, 10:15 left to go in regulation. Pens send it along the boards. Brian Rust racing after it in the near corner against Harley. Fight for it along that near corner in the Dallas zone. Evgeny Malkin trying to dig the puck free. Does squeak out for a moment. And now taken by Malkin for a moment, but pinned back along the boards. They break it free to the near corner. Jamie Benn races after it. Quick shot from Chris Letang at the near half wall. Couldn't get all the way through. He'll chip it back down to the near corner of Dallas's end. Harley collects, gains speed in the neutral zone, takes it over the Penguins line, far side, drops it back Johnston. He cuts it over to the far circle. A quick shot from Marchman, patted away by Nedeljkovic. Dumped back in below the goal line. Dallas plays it up along the near wall as Johnson slides it over to Smith. To Marchman in the slot. Shot blocked by Chris Letang. Cleared on out, but only to the far point. Dallas has it again. Smith breaking away near circle. Centering pass. Couldn't find Marchman's stick. And now a tough shot on the far half wall. Marchman picks it up, drops it back for Duchesne in the near circle. Dallas still with it in the Penguin zone. And now Duchesne gets pride of the puck. This is going to be a penalty on Sidney Crosby.
Slashing. That's frustration on Sid. Doesn't even complain. Knocked the stick out of the hands of Duchesne and off to the sin bin. Goes the captain.
7 2-minute minors flashing.
The Penguins go back to the Coppers penalty kill when we come back. 6-1 Dallas with 9 minutes left. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network presented by S&T Bank.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. The UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Penn Pens fans, hockey is back and we're ready to get rowdy. Pick up some Labatt Blue Light, turn on the game, and get cracking all season long. Labatt Blue Light, a proud partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, 2024 Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York, all rights reserved. Labatt regular U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd. Message for 21 and older.
Stop by Shelly Pie Pizza in Turtle Creek for $3.25 Labatt Blue and Blue Light bottles during all Penguins games.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Penguins back in the Coppers penalty kill. They trail 6-1 in this third period. 9 minutes left. Sidney Crosby to the box, his second penalty of the night. This time for slashing. It'll be Nola Chari, Jack St. Ivany, Brian Rust, and Ryan Graves out there on the PK for the Pens to the right of Alex Nedeljkovic. Pens control after the draw. Graves in the near corner. Send it off the near wall, but not out. Kept alive at the near point by Heiskanen. He slides it over to the far point for Robertson. Now down below the goal line for Stankoven. Quick pass up to the circle for Ben. Puck got deflected, popped up in the air. Ben swings it over to the far point for Heiskanen with it. Cross to Hintz, back to Heiskanen in the slot. Far circle Robertson, downstairs Stankoven. His centering pass got broken up. Loose puck at the top of the slot, swept out of there by Brian Rust. 1:25 left on the Coppers penalty kill.
How about those Texas Stars, American Hockey League team for the Dallas Stars last year? You had Stankoven, who had an incredible year. He was the Rookie of the Year. And then you had Maverick Bourque, who was the American Hockey League MVP of the league.
Both guys on the NHL roster now as centering pass got kicked over to the far corner. Heiskanen back with it. He fires. It sails above the net. Final minute of the Coppers penalty kill. Loose puck to the near corner. Pens trying to fight for it. They get it out to Lars Eller, who will crank it down the length of the ice, killing off more time under a minute to go on the Coppers penalty kill. Harley picks it up with speed, then drops it back to Duchesne. Taking it to center ice. Stars have it over the Penguins line. Johnson's pass got deflected. Brian Rust couldn't stop it. Now sent over to Marchment. Over to the far circle. Quick shot Johnson. Shoulder save to Nedeljkovic. Next attempt was sailed wide of the net as Marchment goes downstairs to Johnson. His backhanded pass missed the intended target in the far circle. Taken back to the corner. Now to Harley in the high slot. Fires one towards the net. Got deflected near side. Now popped up in the air, swatted down by Nola Chari. Single digits left on the Coppers penalty killing. Cranked out of there by the Pens. That should do it. Final 2 seconds. One. Here comes Crosby. A successful Coppers penalty kill for the Pens. They trail 6-1 with 7 minutes left in regulation. As Malkin tries to strip the puck on the far side, but Dallas works it out to the neutral zone. Marchment is sporting a few stitches on his face, loses the puck in the neutral zone. Carlson keeps it alive near point, tried to get a centering pass to Malkin, jumped off his stick, and now he's tangled up with Lyubushkin along the far wall. And then Crosby getting in there as well. We get a whistle blown. This is going to be a penalty on Dallas.
Gorgino.
Pittsburgh 71, 2 minutes for holding.
That's Gino.
Gorgino.
These penalties by Crosby and Malkin are 100% frustration penalties. 100%. I mean, this is clearly Gino just grabbing Lyubushkin. A couple of Russian boys mixing it up there. And Gino off to the sin bin.
Roughing by Crosby in the first, slashing by Crosby in the third, and now holding by Malkin in the third. So back to the Coppers penalty kill. Face off to the right of Nedeljkovic in the Penguins zone. Achari against Ben. Ben wins the draw. Heiskanen with it in the high slot. Near point, Rope hints. Back to Heiskanen. Fires it towards the net. Stopped by Nedeljkovic. Freezes the puck with 1:51 left on the Coppers penalty kill. 6.5 minutes left in regulation. 6-1 Dallas.
This has nothing to do with the Penguins penalty kill, but I want to bring it up now with 6:29 left because I might forget to do it later. One player I mentioned, I think that Blake Lizotte has had a good game, but also Jack St. Ivany, who had the second apple on the Penguins' only goal. But get this is a rare occurrence. He gets the apple, Joe, but doesn't get the plus. He made the pass up to Puustinen, went to the bench. Erik Karlsson jumps on the ice just as Puustinen's passing it over to Anthony Beauvillier. So Karlsson gets the plus, and Jack St. Ivany gets the apple, but no plus. With that plus that he should have had, he would have been the only Penguins player that would be a plus player on the night.
That's what I thought you were getting to, that he was the only person with a plus.
Yeah, didn't get his plus.
Just another rule we got to change. We'll run it up the flagpole at some point.
Put it on the list.
Hintz with it now. Shot coming. Glove saved by Nedeljkovic, and then he freezes it. 1:20 left on the Coppers penalty kill. 6-1 Dallas.
Mr. Brand.
Yes, sir.
I want you to please tell me how the Dallas Stars power play is ranked 23rd in the National Hockey League.
And again, they had 3 power play goals against the Boston Bruins back on October 24th. Yeah. Other than that, they've had no more than 1.
Well, it's if there's one thing that's a bit of an Achilles heel, because in the conference final last year against the Edmonton Oilers, 0 power play goals in that series.
Here come the Penguins, and possibly a shorthanded chance. Achari looking for a centering pass to Brian Russ. Dallas breaks it up, though. Minute left on the Coppers penalty kill. Penguins have it. Marcus Pettersson will crank it down along the boards.
And not only was the power play, and their penalty kill was only at 63% in that series. Ooh. Edmonton was just filling the net on the PP.
Yeah, you talk about how close that series was, too.
Special teams, man.
Definitely play a difference. Dallas Stars going to the conference final. Previous 2 years were eliminated in 6 games both times. First to the Vegas Golden Knights. And then the Edmonton Oilers. As the Penguins get it all the way down to the Dallas Stars end. Less than 30 seconds left in the Coppers penalty kill. Well, the next time these two teams match up will be April 5th. They're one of the final games for the Penguins on the regular season. So it'll be interesting to see where the Dallas Stars are at that moment. There's Harley with a one-timer. He scores. That's actually Wyatt Johnston. And for Wyatt Johnston, he picks up just his second goal of the season. He had gotten off to a better start in his previous 2 years. Those were his first 2 years in the NHL. And he makes it 7-1 Dallas with a power play goal.
Penguins just slow to react, slow to get their sticks. And Drew O'Connor kind of went out to block the shot. And Wyatt Johnston just walked into a one-timer from about, let's call it 27 feet. He rips it upstairs, short side, glove side on Alex Nedeljkovic, and it's now 7-1.
Dallas's first goal since the first period, but they had 6 of them in that period. So it's back to a half a dozen deficit for the Penguins as Sam Steele will pry it over to the Penguin zone in the far corner, swept over to Karlsson on the near side. 4:20 left in regulation, 7-1 Dallas. Blake Lizotte chugs Blackwell down to the ice, over to the far side. Lundqvist to drive, hits off the end board, over to the near wall for Blackwell. He feeds Maverick Bourque, who plays it along the boards, over to the far corner. Steele loses it to Anthony Beauvillier. Chipped free and taken by the Pens. Valtteri Puustinen bringing it to center ice and flinging it down to Dallas's end. Ottinger stops it. Dallas dumps it back into the Penguins' end. Swung around the boards on the far side. Here comes Crosby with a quick cross-ice pass to O'Connor over the Dallas line. Brings it over to the near corner. Backhanded out by Lyubushkin. Now cleared out to center ice. It's a race to it to Donov all by himself. Fires and a save by Nedeljkovic, along with some good defense from Chris Letang closing off the angle. escaped out to Ricard Raquel. He's trying to go for a stretch pass to Sidney Crosby. Found Harley, though, as Crosby plays it back up to Raquel. He takes it down to the corner. Drops it over for Crosby, but Donov got there first. He takes it out to center ice. Over to Robertson to Matt Duchesne. Cleared on over. Back to Lundqvist. 3 minutes left in regulation. 7-1 Dallas. And the Penguins will have practice tomorrow. Host the Detroit Red Wings on Wednesday. As Malkin galloping in the near side gets pride of the puck. Dallas Stars will head back home. They host the Boston Bruins on Thursday. Dallas looking to improve to 9-5-0 with a win here tonight as Sagan sends a drive. It sailed high of the net. 2:20 left in regulation. Sagan again near circle. He's already got 1 goal tonight. Trying to search for his 800th career point. Malkin's pass got broken up. Penguins clear it on out to the neutral zone. Dallas with a cross-ice pass as Sagan will just hang on to it and let time tick away. Stars take it back over the Penguins line. Far side over to Stankoven, a drive. Caught a piece of one of the Penguins in the slot. Sailed above the net. It's now taken by Carlson, then stolen by Marchment. He fired a shot. That got deflected over to the far side. Chari plays it out to the neutral zone. Bunting whiffed on a pass. The Stars take it right back over the Penguins line. It's Johnson again. Nifty move. Shoots, and a shoulder save by Nedeljkovic. Kicked the puck above the net. Grzelcyk loses it. Stankoven swings it around the boards. A race forward to the near half wall, and now a drive from Smith from the near point. Patted away by Nedeljkovic. Swung back in around the boards from Lyubushkin. Carlson's there. He chips it off the corner of the glass. Goes out to the neutral zone as Nola Chari races it down on the far side. Plays it off the far boards. Dumps it into the corner. A little over a minute left in regulations. 7-1 Dallas. After the Stars scored 6 goals in the first period. It's Marcus Pettersson to Chris Letang over the Stars line. Lifts it up into the air. Zottinger softly gloves it and drops it. Plays it up to the near point. Pens keep it alive. Chip free to Maverick Bourque. Sent over to Sam Steele over the Penguins line. Steele in his second year with Dallas after spending 1 season with Minnesota and 4 with Anaheim. 30 seconds left in regulation. Sent free to Blake Lizotte. He takes it to the neutral zone. Over the Stars line. Dallas takes it back. As Bourque played off the puck by Jack St. Ivany. But Harley picks up the loose puck. 13 seconds on the clock. Dallas will let the clock drain out. So a 7-1 victory for the Dallas Stars over the Penguins. Shots on goal in favor of Dallas, 38-22. A game that went rough at the beginning, stayed rough till the end. Penguins fall in this one, 7-1. They drop to 6-9-2 on the season. Dallas improves to 9-5-0. We owe you a break, so we'll take a quick one and wrap things up here from the PPG Paints Arena. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
Never a blue Christmas here. Sirius XM's Jolly Christmas is the channel that delivers joy to the world with a sleigh load of hand-selected, high-energy holiday tunes. Bring a smile to the season with Jolly Christmas. Now for a limited time on the Sirius XM app, along with dozens of other holiday channels and specials.
NHL Morning Skate.
Tampa Bay Lightning General Manager Julian Brisebois.
Can you tell us something about Nikita Kucherov, the player, the person?
He puts so much time working at his craft. He is looking to improve every little detail of his game, of his skill set. You know, he gets rewarded by being an all-time great player, and we get rewarded by having one of the best players in the world on our team every night.
NHL Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin and Gord Stellick. Weekdays 7 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network Radio, Sirius XM 91, and the Sirius XM app.
Join me, Gord Stellick, and Scott Laughlin as we recap the night that was on NHL Morning Skate, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network Radio, Sirius XM 91.
the biggest names in the game.
Trying to get behind Ristolainen. Walks in. Put it between his legs. Shoots it. Score!
NHL play-by-play on SiriusXM.
Join me, Scott Lachlan, and Gord Stellick, along with former NHLer Mike Johnson for NHL Morning Skate. Weekday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern on NHL Network Radio, SiriusXM 91.
Penguins start this homestand on the wrong foot. They fall to the Dallas Stars 7-1 after coughing up 6 goals in the first 20 minutes. So the Penguins drop to 6-9-2 on the season. Dallas improves to 9-6-0. Along with the old 2-9er Phil Bourque, I'm Joe Brandon. I don't know, Borky, is this one you want to forget, or is this one you want to remember for motivation moving forward?
You know, while you were talking, I was reminiscing. It reminds me of 1991. We had a stinker, and Badger Bob Johnson was our head coach, and Troy Loney sat to my right. And the Badger never swore. He hardly ever raised his voice. And I don't know, we lost like 8-1 or something similar to this game here. And I took my elbow and I nudged Troy and I go, he's going to lose it. Now he's going to lose it. And Badger, being Badger, came strolling in the locker room, looked around the room, and he said, boys, they might have had 8, but we had the prettiest goal tonight. See you practice tomorrow. And I tell you what, man, this game can be brutal. This game can take your confidence. It can take, it can almost reach inside your chest cavity and rip your heart out, man. It's an emotional roller coaster. You can't get too low when things are down. You can't get too high when things are good. This one here, see this game sheet right here? Crunch it up, put it in the toilet, and hit the plunger, man. Down the drain it goes. There's nothing you can do about it. You stunk. You absolutely stunk the joint out tonight. There's no ifs, ands, and buffs about it. Don't give me, we played good after the first period. Nobody cares about that. You flat out stunk tonight. The only thing that matters to me now is what happens on Thursday against Detroit. That's all that matters to me.
Like Mike Sullivan says, it's about the response after scoring a goal or after giving up a goal. That's kind of the philosophy the Penguins need to take right now after a 7-1 shellacking here at PPG Paints Arena. The Dallas Stars take this game. Brian Metzer and Paul Steigerwald are standing by. They will start up the post-game show, and then Borky and I will wrap things up a little bit further after Penguins lost to the Dallas Stars tonight, 7-1 here in Pittsburgh. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network, presented by S&T Bank.
The Penguins Radio Network is presented by S&T Bank and brought to you in part by Labatt and Labatt Blue Light, the official import beers of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Always enjoy responsibly. By your Pittsburgh area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvania Lottery benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Must be 18 years or older to play. Please play responsibly. Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh's entertainment destination. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Penguins hockey is also presented by Dairy Queen. Happy tastes good. By Coca-Cola, founding partner of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And by Smith's Hot Dogs, proud sponsor of the Penguins and official hot dogs at PPG Paints Arena.
Welcome back, Richard.
Oh, man.
It's Bill Bourque show.
It's been a long time.
Bork and Bazzi show? Can we make it a
Bork and Bazzi? It flows. It goes right off the tongue.
B squared.
No one else goes right off the tongue. What I'm driving right now.
What are you driving?
I'm driving a F-150 XLT Super Crew.
We have over 500 trucks, F-Series, so F-152, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 50. Yeah, I can't say that fast, can you? Yes, and the yee-haw part of that is it's an exuberant over-the-top expression of happiness.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend bets against your team, end the friendship. Or choose chill because you're drinking Coors Light with your buddy. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, Penguins fans, make dessert easy with a DQ fudge and crunch cake or Blizzard treat cake. Dairy Queen is the official ice cream and ice cream cake of the Pittsburgh Penguins. At Dairy Queen, happy tastes good.
FNB is the official retail and digital bank of the Pittsburgh Penguins. So what does that mean? Well, it means you can expect great checking. Obviously.
and top-caliber performance at home and on the road with a best-in-class FNB Direct mobile banking app. It means hard work and a winning attitude, day in, day out. And it means we're always looking for a chance to assist on your goals. Let's get started. FNB, member FDIC.
As the largest and most experienced program in the region, UPMC Sports Medicine knows that injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend athlete, a rising star, or even a seasoned pro. That's why we offer a complete range of services and experts to help treat and prevent sports-related injuries to get you back in the game. To make an appointment, visit upmcsportsmedicine.com. The UPMC is the official healthcare provider of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
This is Phil Bork, the old 2-9er. Smith's is the official hot dog of the Pittsburgh Penguins and PPG Paints Arena, with recipes over 85 years old. Ask for Smith's hot dog by name at Giant Eagle and other fine retailers. Smith's, it's a hot dog night in Pittsburgh. SmithsHotDogs.com.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Hey, hockey fans, the ice is heating up and the savings are too at Spitzer Auto World. Shop thousands of new vehicles at the Panda price. And here's the hat trick. Get a lifetime warranty at no charge. Whack more, spend less at Spitzer Auto World.
Our world revolves around you.
Welcome to Penguins Live Postgame, brought to you by Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh's entertainment destination. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Follow us on Twitter at Penguins Live and send a message to #PenguinsLive. Now, the Penguins Radio Network Postgame.
Well, history was made tonight here at PPG Paints Arena, and not in a good way, as the Penguins fall to the Dallas Stars 7-1. Yes, they allow a touchdown. You're wondering if the Stars would score another goal. They seem to be bound and determined to do that. After the Penguins scored tonight, I saw their captain, Jamie Benn, going around and talking to every one of the guys on the ice before they dropped the puck. It looked to me like he was saying, listen, guys, let's not just lose our focus here and let this thing go sideways on us. We have to continue our good habits and get back to playing the way we're supposed to play. Yeah. And then they came out and outshot the Penguins 17-8 in the third. Did get one more goal, and they win it 7-1. This is Penguins Live Postgame presented by Rivers Casino and Mets. At games like this, you just shake your head. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to think. You just know that you're glad it's over.
They actually gave him the all-important 18th shot on goal here, Stag, in the third period. So, you know how that alters every minute, practically. But, yeah, just an ugly start, one of the worst starts in franchise history, just the fourth time they've allowed 6 goals in a first period of a game, and the first time on home ice. And the Stars just were looking unstoppable. The goaltenders also looked like they couldn't stop a thing. So it was not the way you wanted this to go. You didn't want it to go that way for Joel Blomqvist either. He looked as if maybe he was in line to ride for a while as the guy, and unfortunately he lets up a goal on the first shot that he faces. 3 quick ones. He's out. Ned comes in, lets up a goal on the first shot he faces, and the Penguins automatically, it was as if the game was over because you knew they weren't going to overcome 6 goals. At least I didn't believe that they were, even though they are capable of it with the offensive firepower that they have. And lo and behold, they give up the extra point, lose 7-1. Yes, they stopped the bleeding, but just an ugly night overall.
Would you think that Joel Blomqvist would have been on a short leash? In other words, that as good as he's played and as good as he's looked, including just recently in the last game, which the Penguins won in Washington 4-2, and he made whatever it was, 32 saves. He was really good. But coming out tonight and playing the way he did, knowing that you've got Tristan Jarry upstairs watching, and you got $5 million invested in him, do you think he'll still be a Penguin tomorrow and not a Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguin?
I still kind of believe that maybe it's possible he stays just because they don't have to make a move. You don't have to send him down. They can maybe get Jari in now and say, hey, look, maybe you can stop the bleeding. There's a lot of different ways this can go. I thought Ned exonerated himself well as the game wore on. He was good in the second and pretty good in the third for the most part. So that's a good thing for you. But I don't know that they're going to give up on Joel just because of this. It would be convenient. But wouldn't that be a blow to his ego then to go down? And then you're taking playing time away from one of your other goaltenders that's looked pretty good the moment that Jari came up. So I don't know. There's a lot of moving parts here to consider if you want to develop these guys.
I totally agree. I just asked the question. Yeah. It was a rhetorical, loaded question, I guess, would be.
And I wouldn't be shocked one iota if tomorrow he's sent down, just based on everything I just said.
No. I agree. I wouldn't either. And I'm disappointed that he played that way because I was hoping he could get some consistency going here, And when we've seen these moments where he kind of collapses, and he's young, he's only 22 years old, and I don't expect. Maybe I'm expecting too much because we saw him do it in the preseason. Buffalo blitzed him, and then he bounced back from that game. So he's mentally tough. He's able to bounce back. But it just hurt that he had that kind of a game tonight after he had played so well Friday, and under the circumstances, we're kind of putting.
When it seemed like they're
putting their faith in him.
Yeah,
right?
you're in again.
You're the guy.
Yeah. Yep.
And then that happens.
And
I feel bad for him, and on the other hand, I feel bad for me. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for the people in the building.
I feel bad for the boys who are going to talk about this in a minute.
I feel bad for Tristan Jari.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Joe Brand and the old 2-9er. Sorry, guys, we got off on a tangent there.
That's all right, fellas. Plenty of empathy to go around here tonight as the Penguins fall to the Dallas Stars 7-1. Borky, I'll go back to something you were chatting with Mets about. Sam Poulin has been called up towards the active roster, and because of what happened tonight, maybe we'll see him get a shot tomorrow, or next game, I should say.
Yeah, why not, right? After a stinker like this, you got to do something. You just can't roll the same guys out there again. If you got a healthy Sam Poulin, you're looking for a spark, you're looking for a jump. You throw the youngster in there, and maybe he's the guy that gives you a jump against the Wings.
The 21st overall pick in 2019, and the Penguins' first-round pick, as he has 6 NHL games over the past 2 years with 1 career assist. It's time for our play of the game, which is sponsored by Rivers Casino. Borky, what do you got?
This one's pretty easy. Matt Duchene's goal early in the game, 2:33 into this hockey game. Nothing fancy here. The Penguins were back. They had bodies back. And it was Mason Marchment. What a game he had, by the way. 5 points. Sends a puck to the slippery Matt Duchene. And I'm still not sure. I've watched this a couple times now. I'm just not sure why Penguins defenseman Ryan Graves went lunging with a poke check. It's a lunging poke check at a slippery Matt Duchene, and he knows Duchene very well. They played together in Colorado.
True.
Duchene just dances around the poke check of Graves, comes down left-hand shot.